Chat!
What's
the
wrong?
heck?
Don't-
Chat!
You can't
What are
be
you
mad.
doing?
We're not
You can't
even
be mad.
live yet, chat.
We're literally not even live yet.
We're live
Also-
now.
Are we?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Chat.
Okay.
What the heck?
Why? Yeah.
Listen, sometimes people are just excited, and I think it's in our best interest to encourage that excitement.
This is like the person who's like, I just cut off all the sleeves off my shirts because my girlfriend's out of town and I have no impulse control. That's the vibe that chat is giving right now.
Also, I need to go back for a second. Boss, could you actually punch yourself in the balls?
No, it was a bit. Why would you ever believe Bosco did anything sincerely?
Because I like
I
to
did.
believe my friends, Mark. Are you telling me I shouldn't believe in you?
I'm not Bosco. I think I'm the literal antithesis to Edward Bosco.
Gaijin, I just want you to know whatever you need.
Oh my goodness. What a day.
I
What a
believe
day.
in that Bosco.
Okay, Glacius, I need you to back up a little bit. Good grief. You all need to back up a little bit. We're at level 12!
Oh my god.
Stop!
That means
just
we're
sit
old
here.
enough to go to the convenience store on our own.
What?
What? No, Mark, explain yourself right now.
Fifth
That's
graders
so
in
specific.
Japan go on a mission to go to the convenience store on their own.
Mission.
It is
What?
a mission. They give them a little backpack and a little bit of money, and they have to go to a convenience store and buy food on their own. And if they get lost, they're supposed to ask for help. And anyone who sees them in society knows that's what they're doing, so they'll help them. It's a whole. It's cute.
Mark.
How do
Okay,
you not know about this, guys?
because I've never seen, heard, or perceived it myself in my 25 years of researching this freaking country.
It's a real thing. I did not make this up.
I want a link right now.
Damn, you didn't see it? That's crazy.
Give me the receipts right now, Mark.
You're gonna put the burden of discovery on me?
Yeah, I am, because
I'm
I
the
think
defense.
I think
That's
you're
not how this
BSing me
works.
really hard
I'm
right
not.
now. Okay, this is Japan. 6-year-olds go walking to school by themselves. It's
Yeah.
fine. B, this is the convenience store, which usually anyone in a metropolitan area is
Yeah,
within
2 to
like 3
5
minutes
years
of walking
old.
difference.
2 to 5 years old.
Hi, Connor. Can you take us away? We're
It's
starting
showcased in the
late.
popular Netflix show Old Enough. There's the receipts.
Connor?
Connor? Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Well, then I will.
Connor
take
may
us
have
away.
stepped away to finalize
still-
some details.
We're just gonna send it around the horn,
Whoa,
and we're
whoa,
gonna start
whoa,
what we
whoa.
always do with hello.
What the fuck was that?
That
was
was
somebody
me
moving around.
correcting my microphone issue.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
There you have it.
Well, Gaijin
well-
Goombah, why don't you introduce yourself while Connor
Oh.
does that?
I'll just digest my Chinese food over here.
There you go.
Hey everyone, Gaijin Goombah's here. If I'm at twitch.tv/Gaijin Goombah every Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, 6 p.m. Meal Central, except for this week, because this week it is Doom. It is Doom Dark Age all the time. That game is now in my top 5 favorite games of all time, and that should say a lot. No, there's going to be an extra stream come tomorrow, Thursday, from 5 to 7. Yeah. And then just 6 to 8, Saturday and Sunday. Oh my god. Oh god, where else? New culture analysis video. We're gonna be talking about the Gossip Stones from Ocarina of Time. It's a bit nuts. They're Irish. Boy, are they Irish. It's gonna be a crazy time. I got Zeltic helping me out with that one too, so that's pretty good. New orc video just dropped about a day or two ago. Talking about probably my second favorite unit in the entire game, all of the lore behind it, and how you can best use it on the tabletop. Yeah, I'm just doing a whole bunch of stuff. Hope you check it out. Oh, new assets for stream too. I got a new model. Thank you, Yuki Goombah, for putting that together.
Hell yeah.
Ask me. Mark.
What?
Mark Allen Jr.
I saw that.
Huh?
You just give 5 tier 1 subs. We'll get to that in a minute. Mark Allen Jr., when you're not busy gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the community, where can they find you and what would you be doing?
You can find me on Blue Sky at Mark Allen Jr. here on Twitch at Aeon Protect Gaming, where there may be a stream tomorrow, maybe. I'm thinking about it. I discovered this really charming Pokemon like fan game where you play as a gym leader, and it seemed cute. So I have some free time this week, not a lot, maybe. So that might possibly happen tomorrow. Time pending, because I've got other things I have to do too. Life's been busy. But whether or not that happens, Sunday, come by my channel. We will be doing the 3-hour music challenge stream. I spin a genre wheel. Whatever genre I get, we have 3 hours to make a song in that genre. Last weekend, the genre wheel was very nice, and it gave us hardcore, which that's the first time it's been on. It's come up on the wheel in like 8 months. So we made some like very classic happy hardcore. It was super fun. Got it in under the wire. Literally, we were like seconds away from the end of time and finished it. It was a lot of fun. So hey, come on by Sunday. We'll be doing it again. Who knows what genre we might receive this time? Ooh. Other than that, when we're not canceling because of Bosco, you can find me over on Connor's channel on Tuesdays playing Vecna, Eve of Ruin. That's it for me.
Well, then we will keep this hype train going with Zitto. What are you up to? Where can they find you?
Well, they will not find me on the twitch.tv/the Unexpectables, where as of current there is a treasure train going where if you spend, you get 35% off of 5 gift subs to the community at the moment, dropping it down from 25 to maybe 19 USD, which is a pretty big cut. They can find me at twitch.tv/Zitto, where I'm going to be playing a lot more indie games coming up. I have been given a lot of keys for upcoming games. I can't talk about some of them, but I can show them off when I do it on Friday. I will be doing more commission work because Chris likes making money so he can make more content for things like Bowcart. Which, speaking of which, for anyone who wants to voice in my silly little video games mod, I'm going to post the link in chat. You have less than 10 oh, no, now it is official. You have 10 days left to get the auditions in by the 24th of this month, midnight Eastern time, to get the auditions in. There actually is one more character that I forgot to add to the roster, so there will be like an extra 2 weeks for any female voice actresses wanting to do another role. That will be for the final boss of the mod pack, so big role. So I'm gonna make it separate and different for going forward. Beyond that, yeah, like I said, art commissions. Okay, there is one more thing. So I don't know if anyone here knows about that little joke phenomenon thing that was happening on Twitch called horse race test. I got a DIY version of it. So I get to customize the racers, the maps, and everything. There's gonna be a stream of that.
Dude, it's so good.
It's so dumb. I love it.
All right. Well, we're certainly not done. We have a special guest, as always, Jonah Scott. Hit him with those details.
Yo, what up? Hi, my name is Jonah Scott, and you may or may not have seen me this past weekend or on your For You page at Furry Weekend Atlanta. It's fantastic. I had a great time. Thank you for coming out. If you did come over and say hi, you're amazing. I got the Legoshi fursuit from a wonderful fan. It was really cool. Fits like a dream and looks twice as good. So I'll be bringing that with me to any furry conventions I go to and any local cons. It's just hard to get to other conventions because it's so big. The head is so big. But I also stream. I'm a VTuber. I stream on twitch.tv/AlphaAniki, ALPHAANIKI. I stream at least 3 days a week, if not more, around 8 p.m. PST. So pretty late. My bedtime's midnight, so unless I'm a little naughty guy, and I stay up a little later than that. And we play video games. We check out all sorts of fun stuff online. I basically just surf the web sometimes with chat, so that's always fun. But please check that out. We also have music. My VTuber's a metal singer. His whole thing is that he's a rock star, even though he projects constantly and is a little overconfident to overcompensate for his lack of confidence. But check our music out. It's really cool. It's on Spotify. Look up Alpha Anarchy on Spotify. We have 10 original songs out. They're like metal, retro wave, synth, punk, new metal, whatever you want to call it. We kind of like invented a little subgenre of our own. And we may or may not be filming a live action music video with a set and real people and like a story, and
Hell yeah.
it's really cool. Get excited. We're working on that, and we're working on a graphic novel too. So really neat stuff. I will be streaming tomorrow night as the next time. The stream on Wednesdays is always a D&D campaign of some kind. So that's why I'm here. That's what we're doing. I'm guesting here on Wednesdays now, and then Friday is our little private D&D campaign. Well, private, it's public, but our little D&D campaign that we got going on with a bunch of other voice actors and some VTuber friends of ours, Shadows over Velda, and that will be going on this Friday. And then tomorrow I'll be playing, I don't know what I got on my schedule, a video game. We'll be playing a video game.
Whoa.
8 p.m.
Oh my
PST.
God.
Yeah, my favorite.
A video
Do
game?
something so bold and brave.
Damn.
Super fun.
I
I know,
love
right?
video
Not many people
game.
are playing a video game, but I decided to do it just because I felt it would be a little quirky.
Videos jaming.
We're gaming. But yeah, twitch.tv/Alpha Anarchy. And I'm Jonah Scott, pretty much everywhere else. 2 thumbs way up. Bosco, take it away.
Nice. I'm going to take this hot rock and I'm going to pass it because up next is Montgomery Glue DeVere. What do you
Hello. Oh my gosh, so much. Tomorrow, hopefully be some more Dungeon of the Mad Mage, and hopefully Discord won't have an absolute fit when I try to play a game with my friends. They fought a mummy, and they blitzed it in like 2 shots. That thing had no chance at all against them. The players are actually super deep in the Dungeon of the Mad Mage. I believe they only have a handful of floors to go. Oh my god, chat. Chill out.
Holy
Jeez.
What? Going
Oh my
flipping
god.
crazy.
Oh, can they do it? Can they do it?
They have
Can
5
squeak away?
seconds.
Get the chicken ready.
Oh my god.
Oh, Twitch, give us
Thank
more
you,
time.
Train.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Me when
Cutting
I
in
stub
and
my
out.
toe.
Yeah, I
Oh,
love
that's the
Discord
little-
just being like, I can't broadcast.
that's because I
this.
threw him to the opposite side of my room.
Amazing.
Oh.
Good job, chat. Good job. That was very scary, but cool. We were like talking, then I looked over and noticed the train, and I was like, oh my god. But sorry. Tomorrow, Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Friday will be more Final Fantasy 14 Hildebrand. And then Saturday, I have started a new stream where me and my good friend Shay are going through Phoenix Wright, the Ace Attorney trilogy. We're currently on the 2nd case of the game. We're about to go to court to meet the prosecutor. I'm very, very excited for that. So if you want to hear about how, Shay's family encountered the law and things like that, you get to see what it's like when I play video games with my IRL friends, which is a lot of, squawking at each other, but it's a lot of fun, and I highly recommend checking it out. It's a blast. And then Sunday's my day off, leave me alone. And then Monday, I am guesting over at Narrative Declaration, which is Zoran the Bear's, God damn it, I dead named him. Zoran the Wizard, goodness gracious. Zoran the Wizard's tabletop channel, where we were playing Pathfinder 2 Rusthenge. I'm playing a funny little dog man named Gravy Barkman. And then Monday, yeah, he's cute. He's a little rogue. He's
Sorry.
Bachman. My name's
Brief
Gravy
aside.
Barkman. Yeah,
Did you just say Rusthenge?
Rusthenge. Yeah.
It's not Rusthenge?
Rusthenge.
Oh, is it Rusthenge? My
Like
bad.
Stonehenge.
My bad.
No one
and
knows
then-
what the hell a henge is.
And then in the afternoon, you can catch me over at Xanalos Grimm's channel, where I play as Koro, the tiefling monk, at the Cold Rock campaign. And then Tuesday, You can catch me over at Connor McKinley's channel, Mr. Distortion Devil himself, where we play Vecna Eva Ruin, where I play as Os the Goliath Paladin. And then Tuesday evenings, we have bi-weekly Keys from the Golden Vault. And that's everything for me. Check out my YouTube and my Twitch and my Blue Sky and my Twitter. If you do that. Jazz hands. Thank you.
Well, I guess that brings it back around to me, and you can find me at EdBoscoV on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and right here on twitch.tv/Edward Bosco, where tomorrow we will be jumping into Metal Gear Solid 3. We beat 2. Ironically, we beat Metal Gear Solid 2 on the same day that they reference in the game. Well, technically the day after, but for somebody, it's going to be Tuesday. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. They reference April 30th, and we beat it on May 1st. Did not plan that, but it was very fun. Metal Gear Solid 3 is going to be great. Snake Eater, I think, is one of the best games in the franchise, and there can be an argument made that it is the best game in the franchise, so I'm very excited. Bill and Dawn have never played it, so we're going to be doing that. Friday will be more wrestling. Saturday, we're done with Baldur's Gate, so you're going to get a lot of Gateway in your future. Connor will tell you about that. Sunday is the Lord's Day. Please let me rest. Monday will be some Stalwart Souls. But before that, it'll be some Lost Judgment with my good buddy Connor. Again, because I just invade his channel all the time. Tuesday will be Eve of Vecna if I don't screw it up this week. And then we'll be jumping back into some Monster Hunter. We are approaching rank 100. I'm about to hit the triple digits. We're on that grind. Also did some Helldivers after Monster Hunter. So you never know what's going to happen after we finish killing a bunch of monsters. And then I'll be back here next week for more of this. And speaking of Connor, well, why don't I throw it to him right now so he can tell you all about his streams. Connor McKinley.
That's me. You can find me over at Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Tumblr, Blue Sky, at Distortion Devil. You find all of my TTRPG-centric content over at youtube.com/Devils and Dice Rolls, patreon.com/Devils and Dice Rolls, where we also just kicked off a new stream. I think it's every other Friday now? We'll be doing Cazador's Guide to the Cosmos, where we're doing a slight continuation of our Icewind Dale campaign, except we're traveling beyond the realms of Faerun and Toril and going into the actual Forgotten Realms. But that will be up for Dungeon Master Amusing Thalia to elaborate on and elucidate. Other than that, regular stream schedule is as normal. Yeah, don't really have much else than that, I don't think. But yes, with all that aside, this episode of The Unexpectables is brought to you in part by Die Hard Dice. Die Hard Dice! Die Hard Dice is, as always, your one-stop shop for dice and dice accessories. And if you don't know about dieharddice.com, you can use the code Unexpectables to save 10%. As well, check out our merch store. We've got all sorts of fantastic designs out there and some new ones that are currently being discussed. So be sure to keep your fingers to the pulse on that one. But for now, all of our fantastic designs are available over at our spring store. And as always, we couldn't do this week in, week out without bits and subs from viewers like you. Bits and subs. Birds and sirs. How much time do I got for this?
10 minutes, 11 minutes technically.
All right.
Good luck.
Here I go. Let me just get to the bottom here. All right, I think that's the bottom. Mad Monk Montague, thank you for the 5 subs gifted to the community. Miss Tweetums, thank you for the 5 subs gifted to the community. Ran Cossack, thank you for the 62 months. Buttons23, thank you for the 5 subs gifted to the community. Buttons23, thank you for the 200 bits. Faye Raven, thank you for the 62 months. Miss Tweetums, thank you for the community sub gifted to the community. Draconian9, thank you for the 200 bits. Morthrandor, thank you for the 10 subs gifted to the community. Buttons23, thank you for 5 more subs. Mad Monk Montague, thank you for the additional 100 bits. Darky Arts, thank you for the 61 months. Miss Tweetums, thank you for the 200 bits. Buttons23, thank you for the additional 200 bits. Blackfoot Ferret, thank you for the 62 months. Sky Ender, thank you for the 100 bits. Miss Tweetums, thank you for the community sub. Buttons, thank you again for the 5 community subs. Shadow Nidhogg, thank you for the 2 years of subbing. OTB Blaze, thank you for the community sub. Buttons 23, thank you for the additional 200 bits. Point 2007, thank you for the 11 months. Messenger of Chaos, thank you for the 41 months. Eben Sky, thank you for the 58 months. Bubba Bob, thank you for the 300 bits. Mego Waffles, thank you for the 26 months. Messenger of Chaos, thank you for the 10 community gift subs. Harmless NPC, thank you for the 62 months. Kilroy Von Lotwick, thank you for the 17 months. Fedora Lemure, thank you for the 30 months.
Wow.
Tribalborn, thank you for the 100 bits. Renfield 88, thank you for the 62 months. Sloth0130, thank you for the 62 months. Raw Sodium, thank you for the 250 bits. Glycerius, thank you for the 10,000 bits. Puffer64, thank you for the 24 months. Glork Snack Eater of Children, thank you for the 4 bits. Red8868, thank you for the 13 months. Mikan Pachi, thank you for the 37 months. Cactus 8A, thank you for the 14 months. Shadeaz24, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Merrick Cat, thank you for the 54 months. Renfield88, thank you for the 5 subs gifted to the community. Messenger of Chaos, thank you for the 10 subs gifted to the community. Buttons22, thank you for the additional 200 bits. Remixer, thank you for the 2 months. Glass Knight, thank you for the 19 months. Zilbon, thank you for the 100 bits. Karaticus, thank you for the 10 bits. Shadeaz, thank you for the 100 bits. Oh, Shades. Gotcha. Panic Slutty Little Hip Sway, thank you for the 5 bits. Pokey in My Pocket, thank you for the 10 bits. I Make Things Up, thank you for the 58 months. Erlinada, thank you for the 100 bits. Gin no Kaze, thank you for the 62 months. Blackfoot Ferret, thank you for the 37 months. Aeon Pro Tech Gaming, thank you for the 5 subs gifted to the community. Draconian9, thank you for the 5 subs as well. Funkmaster Grunty, thank you for the 10 months. I Make Things Up, thank you for the 5 subs gifted to the community. Zitto, thank you for the 5 subs gifted to the community. Sario88, thank you for the 58 months. Captain Bunny Rabbit, thank you for the 100 bits. Zenlita, thank you for the 5 subs gifted to the community. Danny Boy, thank you for the 27 months. Mud Martin, thank you for the 5 subs gifted to the community. Shell Hearts, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Zito. Buttons23, thank you for the additional 5 subs to the community. Corey the Platypus, thank you for the 57 months. Shay Des, thank you for the 21 bits. I Make Things Up, thank you for the 20 bits. TK Clyer, thank you for the bit. Bill MSU, thank you for the 5 subs gifted to the community. Bull Honkinator, thank you for the 10,000 bits. Tonster, thank you for the 5 subs gifted to the community. Spartan123 Rex, thank you for the 11 bits. Buttons, thank you for the additional 200 bits. Solori Shadow, thank you for the 100 bits. Masamuni84, thank you for the 45 months. Shell Hearts, thank you for the if you get to get tier 1 sub to Lucky the Slime. Pit Bulbasaur, thank you for the 11 months. Erwin Elf, thank you for the 100 bits. Draconian9, thank you for the 10 subs gifted to the community. Dr. Dead Inside, thank you for the 62 months. Tree Beast, thank you for the 100 bits. Friendship Optional. Happy birthday, Wade, as well. 20 bits for a birthday. So a birthday for you. Friendship Optional, thank you for the 59 months. Revengerist, thank you for the 45 months. Impact Frame, thank you for the 59 months. Okie Dokie Artichoke Me Daddy, thank you for the 43 months. Morthrandor, thank you for getting a tier 1 sub to Darth Revan. Panic Slightly Little Hip Sway, thank you for the 10 additional bits. Morthrandor, thank you for the 10 subs gifted to the community. And Rayoto, thank you for the 59 bits.
Wow, good job, Connor.
I did it.
All right, well, with that, you guys ready to jump back into the Unexpectables?
World of Wonder.
I'm ready to go.
Like no other. Under the shiny sun.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Was that a gun or a
Crack.
can?
Cracking open a cold one.
Nah. See, this is the difference. Start the game.
Come to a world of wonder like no other under the shining sun, where our people gather, disparate but as one. Come see the heroes rising, galvanizing, fighting for the day. Not what you expected, but heroes all the same. Sound out the trumpets, rain down the lights, as magic and mystery and wonder take flight. A world full of danger, always nearby. Been after they have arrived. With song, axe, and arrow, and a bright brand new age, will rise up to battle and challenge the fates. Vanquishing evil, saving the day, an unexpectable journey awaits.
So, when last we left our heroes, Milo, the Azamar cleric, Otho, the shifter rogue, Gaius, the satyr fighter, Kai, the human wizard, and Iscan, the lizardfolk druid, and a newfound friend in Halva, the lizardfolk human ranger. Now, taken by the winds of Volar, the party has joined the clouds and wings and the thrusts of the air. After camping pillarside, enjoying a meal of puffin meat and snails, the party was soon surrounded and accosted by a gaggle of bat-riding goblins on their travels. After leaping from Dragonel back, striking with spells, falling and floating, the party emerged victorious against their foes. Soon, the Reclaimers found themselves in their first pillar city, Fishbone's Perch. After making a trade of steel for a place to stay, sleep, eat, and ascertain information about Gaius's traveling family and the enigmatic Amethyst Path, the party learned that they would require more advice from other pillars closer to the strange eastern regions of Volar and seek out Cathitista pillars, Amethyst pillars, and more importantly, seek out advice from Tanriik, the wind chime pillar, to send them on the path to what they seek. But what hides in the untamed winds beyond and the untamed clouds nearby? And does the Amethyst Path truly exist? And if it does, where does it lead? Only one way will tell as we return to the Unexpectables.
So I would like to summon John Madden in defense mode and end my turn.
John Madden.
Hi
John
everyone,
Madden.
welcome to
John
the
Madden.
Do you have the mana for that?
John
Unexpectables.
Madden.
Wayo.
Football.
I hope you're ready for a good time in the Unexpectables.
Yeah, actually,
hope
Jonah, I
guys-
think you'll find that because I have a Brett Favre already on the field, I don't actually have to tap anywhere
Introducing
to
special
summon.
guest
That's
Brett
true.
Favre. My favorite.
Yeah, if you
So-
don't know by now, Connor's very good at his John Madden impression.
Like,
As
holy shit. Sorry.
you should hear his oh god, what's his name?
I'm
King
not
of the
gonna do my
Hill.
Hank Hill right now.
Your Hank Hill's so good though.
Yeah,
your
as it
Torbjorn.
is.
I know.
Oh my god.
As you all went to bed for the night, some of you drunk, some others probably much more sober. The sleeping arrangements are pretty simple. It's just everyone sleeps on the floor on like mats, like woven mats. And there are the ambient snores of all the different halflings, all the different individuals who all reside in this space, just all sleeping together as a big family, of which you are welcomed openly, and manage to find a place to sleep as well. I will say this. The mats that you are sleeping on are like woven mats that have like feathered like clearly like probably bird feathers inside. So it's not like you're not like on tatami mats or something like that. You're on like, you know, something pretty comfortable. And the pillows are to die for. They're the best pillows. It's like those pillows you get that are like super marshmallowy, you know?
Yeah, no, all of us fast asleep
Please don't eat pillows.
as long as you can.
All of you get a very pleasant night's rest. It also helps that you're not like careening, like you're not on the edge of a cliff face.
Yeah,
you're
solid
inside
ground.
of a solid ground, which is nice.
For once.
Like to imagine when he like rolls over, he's like, "Oh God!" and you're like, "Okay, never mind. We're good."
Just like leaps up and hits the ceiling. Ow.
Terra firma.
However, as the sun begins to rise, it's not the crowing of a rooster that catches your attention, but the baying of seabirds and the squawking of puffins and the movement of halfling fishermen preparing their dragonelles to fish in the early morning ocean. As you begin to rouse from your sleep, you smell a very interesting smelling meal being prepared for a breakfast. It appears to be a sort of like bean pancake, topped with what appears to be some sort of like it's like cinnamon if it was like Canadian, if that makes sense. Like
Oh,
What?
okay.
it's
no,
like if you
Monty.
well, it's like when you watch a movie and you're like, why is this movie weird? And then you realize it's Canadian, right? Where like it starts and you're like, okay, but then you're like, oh wait, no, there's something weird about
What?
this, and then you realize,
Monty, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but what are you talking about?
never mind, this metaphor is lost on you.
Yeah,
Listen,
very much
listen.
so.
Bro, it's not a metaphor. It's just strange.
Yeah, I was with you to start, but then I was like trying to follow the road that you were going down, and then you just.
Listen, I watched all of Reboot and Are You Afraid of the Dark? I had no idea it was Canadian.
That you just
Yeah,
you just
seriously,
basically
I still
told
think
me
it's American. I think they're lying.
you
Talk
just
about
basically told
movies.
The
Listen,
only movie that
Monty,
I know of that is aggressively Canadian is The Final Sacrifice, and that's the only one I know.
You know what? I will admit, as soon as I saw Letterkenny Monty, I knew it was Canadian.
Anyway,
Not a movie, though.
either
It's
way,
not a movie, but it was aggressively Canadian.
the bean pancakes are they're very dense. They're heavier than like a regular pancake would be, just because they don't have flour or like baking soda or anything like that in them. It's kind of more like a flat bread, like kind of like a pita, but
Oh,
like
matzah. Okay.
yeah, but like it's bean instead. And they sprinkle it with some sort of spice, but it appears to be like it's like I said, it's like cinnamon. Like it starts off, you're like, oh, this is cinnamon, but then it like evolves into something else, and you're like, that's not cinnamon, that's something else.
And you may tell yourself, this is not cinnamon.
This is not My Beautiful Cinnamon.
The coffee, however, oh my god. You thought the
Yeah.
coffee on Cliffside was good. This is like, they actually like bring in the dried beans and like pull them out and like grind them in front of you. Using like these two rocks to grind them down.
I like to believe that the two kids just walk up in front of everyone, just whip out French presses, electric French presses, and just get to work. And everyone's
Why
like,
are they electric?
oh!
You guys have a very delicious meal.
Let's
I
go.
like over 20
Are we
coffee
sure
with a
we have to
cartoon
leave?
character.
Iscal, we got a long road ahead, or long sky, I should say.
But the coffee is so good.
Well, get some to go.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. I like this coffee. Yeah.
Wait, is that
Is
something
there like a
we could
gourd
do?
or something we could fill with coffee?
What was that?
Is there like a dried gourd or something that we could fill with coffee? Or
Oh, we have water
like-
skins. Water skins. Why don't we don't need water. We can just use it for coffee. Coffee.
We've also
need water.
we've got some vials as well, so you know.
Oh yes, vials. We
Put
can
the
put more coffee inside
espresso
the vial.
shots in the vials.
Yes,
real,
yeah. Whenever I don't need to sleep. What the hell is sleep? Yeah, it's really good.
Don't snort the coffee. That's really bad.
Who says we did? Who says it wasn't? It was grounded. It was grounded coffee. I mean, aren't you supposed to do that? It doesn't go with liquid, but there's no liquid in the air. There's no liquid in the air. What are you talking about?
So anyway,
Giving
Easkin's
a
gonna
whole
look
new
at
meaning to brown
Popeye.
nosing.
Iskan's gonna look at
Popeye's
Popeye
Sailor Man.
and he's gonna say, "Would it be possible for us to take some of this with us?"
For the amount of chain that you gave me, I'd say that's fair.
Well, thank you very much. Honestly, this is the best coffee I've ever had, and I've had a lot of coffee.
Yeah, chamber coffee. Yeah.
We grow it from a special bean, specifically here. It's very hard to cultivate elsewhere, from what we have learned.
What bean is that?
It is the Valarian pillar-side bean.
It's just a man-sized bean.
And shaped.
Man-shaped bean.
Same bean
Just a little dude.
you make the pancakes with, and like it's like the omnipresent like carb
Yeah.
that they have. Okay.
I have
The ones
video
that they
of
were growing in the pots once we got
Yeah.
inside.
Where is it?
Bread beans.
Oh, the Frida Rock is the long bean. You can make it into grain basically as well if you
Okay.
dry it and grind it up. Which is clearly what these are made out of. It's just really dense.
Would I be able to trouble you for maybe one or two of those as well? I might try planting them.
Perhaps they need to be cultivated though. They require a lot of care.
Well, I mean, I'd be interested in the challenge.
He kind of raises a brow. He kind of goes and he hands you two almost like baseball-sized beans.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
They're big. They're really big.
That's not a bean. That's a
You
sack.
gotta hand it a grenade.
Basically. Thank you.
Good luck. It was a pleasure having you here. You have very interesting stories, and I hope your adventures go well for you. I thank you very much for the steel. It will make my sons and grandsons great gutting knives for fish for our generations to come.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. No problem at all.
Monty,
You let him drink coffee.
I didn't let him
Yeah.
do shit. All right, I know how to handle my goats.
How much do these beans weigh?
Two of them weighs like I would say half a pound.
So half a
Oh
pound each.
wow.
Jeez.
No. For both of them, half a pound.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
that's-
four of them would be a pound. They're big. They're very big, and they're also dried. So they're like
That's okay. I just needed to make sure that they weren't gonna make me over encumbered.
No, you're good.
Bean cumbrance.
Do you want me to carry the beans for you?
No.
I'll carry the beans. I'll carry that load for you.
Spire Master Emiliano actually approaches you, Halva. Halva, may I have a word with you, please?
Of course, Emiliano.
I do not know where you intend to travel to, but I must heed you a warning.
Of course,
To
we intend to go to Becky Ostra first to deliver this oyster log, but
That is good. That, I believe, is immediately due east, but I must warn you. The bird hag of the southern spires. We know that she is present once again. We have seen evil things in the dark. Our fishermen have claimed to see it.
Sombra.
No, not Sombra. The bird hag of the southern spires is different. You've not been too far south, so I figured it'd be worth warning you about. You may encounter strange things, is all I'm going to say.
See strange things every day, Sparmaster. But a warning from you bears even more weight.
He looks towards Milo, Halva, and looks back and goes, They say that she fears the gods, so perhaps the halfling you have there will be most useful to you in this. But it is her minions that we fear. We have seen it, strange things, bat-like creatures, not like the riders, with heads of halflings and wings of bats. No one on the spire has been harmed yet, but We have avoided the southern coast, direct south, just to be extra safe. But I know that she resides in the southeast, so just be careful.
Of course. The southeast. We may indeed run into these abominations.
May the wind carry you.
And lift you up as well. Thank you for your hospitality, Spyromaster. I appreciate the information. And, where is old Popeye?
You see him currently conversing with the rest of your companions, Halva, thanking Gaius for the medal.
Hey, yeah, you.
Trying to figure out how to create a sport with these beans.
These
Beanball.
reclaimers
If only we had like a machine for the beans, like a bean machine.
A bean machine?
Well, it
That's
wouldn't
rather
be
mean.
mean, would it?
Mean bean?
It doesn't
what
have to
what
be
about
mean,
we
but if it
painted
was mean,
green?
it'd be a mean bean machine.
Maybe we can get a doctor
We'll
to make
workshop
one
it.
for us.
Yeah, we'll workshop it.
Someone who's good with robots.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe Izzy.
Egg.
Hi everyone, I'm back.
Damn it! Damn
Welcome
it!
to
Damn it,
the-
Bonnie! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
Hi
Damn it,
everyone,
all the
welcome
hell!
back to John Madden's Mean Bean Machine. I've got Scratch and Grounder working on this.
All right.
don't know why we got a job with some MLB.
As you guys, assuming you have everything, you gather your things. You are ready to go.
Sorry.
Halva, you call your Dragonelle, I assume.
Oh, both of them. Yeah.
All right. You'll have a whistle, and easy enough, the dragon will kind of fly up to the place where you're at, and you can just leap out of the window on the side of the staircase to make your way onto their back.
Sure. Yeah, I
And-
do so, and I greet the rest of the reclaimers where they would like to be.
All right, who's going on who?
I'm gonna ride Chaparral this time.
You got
All
it.
right. Then
All right,
I'm
we'll
getting
be
on
on
the other
Brian.
one.
Yeah, I'll get on with you.
The other one.
Yeah, I'm getting on Brian.
So Kai and Milo are going to be on Chaparral.
No, Brian.
No, we're
I
on
think
Brian.
Halva's
Oh,
going
you're on Brian?
Chaparral.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Brian, and then Otho, Gaius, Eastgan, who's going on what? We have one space free on Brian, and then we have 2 spaces on Chaparral.
Do we dare separate the brothers?
I'll be on it.
They've been separated
No.
before.
Fine, I'll
You can't
go
separate
on.
us. I might
They,
die.
they have been separated before, Connor, but it led to severe bouts of PTSD. So
Ah,
I think the
Twice.
question is asked.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. We might die.
I mean,
I think Eastgun will go on Chaparral.
All right.
Excuse me, Chaparral.
All right. And then Gaius, you're going on Brian,
Sure, why not?
and then Otho is going to be on Chaparral. All right. As you all,
I
once
will,
again,
I was just gonna direct them towards the east.
you got it. As it stands right now, as you fly up into the air, an updraft lifts you as the Dragonelle do not need to flap their wings. But you do notice that similar sort of like wind sleeve floating above Fishbone's perch, detecting that you are looking at a northerly wind today.
Uh-oh. But we need to go east.
You do.
Maybe
But
a
you-
gust of wind could help.
So what you can do is if you go northeast, you can still move your 3 tiles. But if you were to go just straight east, you can only move 2.
Okay. I guess we can go
Would he-
northeast. We may.
Would he
we
happen?
may-
Would he happen to know which one is quicker?
Following the wind goes quicker, but of course it doesn't keep you on the path.
We may stray a little bit.
But if you keep
what's
track
vision
of it,
like?
vision today is decent. There is no there's obviously clouds and mist, but it's not raining like it was
Right.
yesterday, which is good.
We'd be able to see, even if we were off by like 4 or 5 kilometers, we'd still be able to like see it on the horizon, I would imagine. We would just know we
Potentially.
were off. Okay, cool.
I like eventually. By day 10, we'll finally make it.
So yeah, we'll go northeast. I'll direct the Dragonels to fly northeast.
Okay.
Jonah,
Go
I
ahead
will
for
allow
me.
you to move the token today.
Oh my gosh.
God.
How nice of you to let our guest
E-scan.
move the token.
Huh?
Go ahead for me and roll me a survival check, please.
Okay.
You're good at those, right?
Soft 20.
Soft 20. Okay.
Yay!
I'd say you can easily mark where you are right now. As you take off flying. Sorry. Okay. I would like everyone to roll me perception checks, please.
Can I roll you literally anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
17.
Here we go. 12.
Here we come.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna fight.
15.
Oh yeah.
Also,
a natural
Monty, you might
20.
want to check Wallfly.
Oh!
that's a natural 20!
Wallfly.
I lose this day.
Ball fly.
Wallfly. Oh yeah, the rolls. I'm so sorry.
Boom. That's called a natural 20.
Okay. As you guys are flying, you hear, all of you hear, a blood-chilling roar.
Oh God.
It sounds like the scream of a dragonelle and the ferocious roar of a lion.
How far away?
A dragon lion.
Lionel.
It's hard to place. It sounds at least 300 feet away.
Oh my God, at least.
Yeah.
What?
We have a
Could be
discernible
anywhere.
direction.
Otho, with your natural 20, you detect that it is ahead of where you are going. You also, given your, shifter heritage, you detect whatever this is some sort of supernatural creature, and that this is a territorial roar, like a sort of warning cry. It doesn't sound like it's coming from a very large creature, but perhaps a creature that resides in this space.
Could I do a? Yeah. Could I roll a survival check? And maybe do I recognize what this animal might be?
You can
creature
roll a
looking?
survival or arcana of your choice.
I will do survival.
Yeah. While he's doing the survival, Otho will just like hold his hand up for everyone to stop.
18.
18. As Otho points it out and describes it, as you guys kind of stay aloft in the air, not really move so you can communicate. However, as Otho describes it and as you've heard of these before. They frighten away a lot of Dragonel riders because they sound more terrifying and they take advantage of the echoes of the pillars. It appears to be the roar of a lion drake, which is a dragon-like lion hybrid creature that resides on the pillars. Sometimes they nest on the pillars and raise their young. So you get the sense that you're probably nearing a lion drake. However, you are in a big group, so it probably won't attack you, given
Okay.
that knowledge.
It sounds more terrifying than it is. It's a lion drake. They are territorial, but they would be afraid of us in large numbers, especially with our Dragonel.
Are there any other? Are there any other dragon-related creatures out here?
I'm sure there are plenty I haven't even seen.
Well, that's inspiring.
I guess we push forward, honestly.
Okay.
Like, we just keep going, and then,
Fuck the police.
I guess, I don't
roar didn't
wanna...
work. What do we
That
do?
always works out well for us. Always.
If we do get close, though, I will say, if we do get close and they seem aggressive, I will try to deal with the situation, because my animal handling's pretty good.
You got
If
it.
it gets super aggressive, I'm throwing Iskan overboard.
What?
Okay.
I'm not even
I would
on
like-
your
Not you, Mark.
dragon
No,
now.
not you, Mark. Just your character.
I'm not even
As
on your
you-
dragon now.
As you begin to fly, I would like everyone to roll me visual perception checks, please.
Aha. 11.
20.
You know me and my
Soft.
good eyes.
7.
Less good this time. That's a 12.
12. I'm just gonna quickly. I should have done this before the stream, but I didn't know you were gonna encounter this. So give me 1 second here.
Oh,
16. So for whatever reason, Kai wants to see shit today.
1 second. Ah. What did everybody get? Sorry.
16.
Kai got a 16 as well.
Milo got a 20.
Okay.
Escan got an 11.
I got a
I
7.
got a 12.
I got a rock.
As you guys are flying, notably, this particular area is aloft with several small pillars. Probably not something you'd want to camp on, but they're like these just tall, they look like almost like telephone poles without all the kit and caboodle. It's just like these long, straight, almost like basalt rock pillars that stand alone, and there's several of them, almost making like a strange forest growing out of the ocean itself. However, as you begin to fly through, Milo, Halva, and Kai, you notice sitting, well, not really sitting, it's standing now, but standing up on top of one of the pillars, a long-necked lion dragon-like creature that is puffing up all of its fur. It has its wings spread out as large as possible and is like snarling in your direction. It's almost like barking in a way, like these roars, like over and over again. Like, if you've ever seen a cat that's like hissing and like yowling, very similar. As you look over, you notice what appears to be almost like a nest. And inside you see probably about 4 or 5 smaller, not kitten or like tiny little baby, but like probably nearing a year old, or like were probably born this year, smaller, younger lion drake whelps, essentially. And it looks like this. I will use the official art.
Oh,
they're very cool looking.
Those are cool looking.
Oh,
No, it's almost like, you know what it reminds me of, like a lynx.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of
Or
got like a
caracal.
lynx face. Yeah.
Neat.
That's a
Do they-
really
do they
cool,
sound like laser cats?
hybrid.
They sound more like kind of like lions, like the actual, like probably where their namesake comes from is lion
Sure.
drakes. They're sometimes known as dragoness, which sounds too much like dragonelle, so people call them lion drakes. And you would know, Halva, that they try and like scare off prey with the roar, which tends to work. Yeah, but this one is like clearly defending. It's definitely a female, and it's definitely defending its cubs. And there's like a moment you're like, please don't attack us. And like it kind of like, it's like watching you like a hawk. Like its eyes are following, like this long neck is just like leering at you. But as you fly past, you hear a few more roars, and then you think that you're kind of out of its territory at this point, as it does not seem committed to pursuing this large amount of people.
Okay. And just when you think that, they strike.
Ooh.
And like 6 more of them fly by with Glocks at the
Also.
hand.
The kids are in it too. They got knives.
Pat Chaparral's neck, kind of compliment them. Thank them for being
Chaparral and Brian kind of chirp towards each other, probably almost indicating, try me, bring it on, like,
Oh.
However, as you continue flying, eventually, you find yourselves with a setting sun, and you have to find a pillar to reside on for the night.
Behind the wheel of a large automobile.
I alight them on the one that looks the most stable, not necessarily the tallest, but the one that looks like it will support everybody's weight.
You got it. You find a thick pillar, but it's a little shorter, like maybe half the height of the average. But it's far enough from the water that you shouldn't get splashed, and you kind of keep more towards the top of it. Chaparral and Brine, curl up on the top. You kind of hook the tents and the pythons and all necessary components off the side. And as you guys bundle up, kind of don't really need to harp on it too long. You guys bundle up for the night, and you guys make rest for the night. Do you want to keep up any sort of watch?
I have a question.
Might be a good idea.
We're like on one of those pillars again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a way to put an alarm spell on us, essentially?
That's a hard one because I believe alarm you need to like make a line on the ground, don't you?
So it's an area within range, and I can make it up to a 20-foot cube. And
Oh,
if
okay,
something
then yeah.
enters that, so I can do that. It doesn't have to be like a doorway or anything.
Absolutely,
This
you
is
can. I would say
click it.
for my piece of advice, you may want to include puffins in on things that are allowed through it because
Do I see a lot of them?
there's a there's a ton everywhere.
Then I would
Counterpoint,
absolutely.
They
do
might remember we killed them yesterday and have been planning revenge.
I don't think
Yeah,
they're
but
smart enough.
I also want to sleep, so I would like to cast that on our area, and then I will
You got it.
absolutely include puffins or any other creatures that I've seen a lot.
Yeah, so you designate puffins and seagulls probably,
Sure, yeah.
and obviously your own dragon elf,
Obviously
all that.
Yes.
All right, easy enough. As you guys make rest for the night, once again perilously, hung on the side of a cliff face. As you all go to sleep. Kai,
What?
you set the alarm, so
I sure did.
the alarm goes off.
I hate that you're using your actual fucking alarm.
So I'm gonna wake up immediately because that shouldn't have happened.
All right, do you have dark vision?
No.
No? All right, roll me a perception check with disadvantage.
Can I just 4?
4. You hear like a and like a flapping of wings somewhere.
Okay, how close does it sound to me if I can hear it?
It sounds like above. I don't know why there's wolves happening.
How did they get
They're
wolves up
very
here?
far off in the
wolves.
distance. Am I in a tent with anybody?
Probably not. You're probably each in your own separate tents for weight distribution.
Okay, then
I would assume
like
we're
to,
close enough that we can
Did-
hear each other, though.
Yeah,
right?
so what I'd like to do is I'd like to send Work out, who I believe does have dark vision, and I'd like to look through his eyes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check for Wark then.
Yay! I'm gonna have to use his stats for this. So let me just double check. I believe it'll be wisdom, yeah. Oh, poor Work. Okay, that'll be fine. You're gonna do great. You're gonna do great, buddy. I believe in you. I've always believed in you. Let's adjust this. Here we go. 17.
All right. As Wark looks out, Wark looks above and notices, like, flying around the pillar, kind of looking down towards the tents, a horrific creature. It is tiny. It's about the same size as Wark. It appears to be that of a halfling's head, that it has bat wings where ears should be, and it's currently flapping around and looking down at your companions and you.
Does it appear to have spotted us?
Oh yeah, but it's not
Okay,
really
cool.
doing anything. It's just kind of looking down at you at this time.
Then what I would like to do is simultaneously, is it possible to go tent to tent? Like, I know we're hanging, right? Are we close enough where you can shake at least the outside of a tent to try to rock somebody awake?
You'd have to climb,
Uh-huh.
but you could, yes.
Okay, cool. Then Kai is going to attempt to do that, and he's going to have Work go to a different tent since he can fly and try to wake somebody up. So I will try to wake up who's ever nearest to me. Let's say Gaius.
Okay.
I will try to wake up Gaius. I will have Work try to wake up Iskan because I will know that at least he has really good vision. And those will be the two people I try to wake up.
Okay, Escan and Gaius,
Uh-huh.
you are roused awake on the side of the cliff.
What's going on?
Work just kind of points outside of the tent.
As you
Meanwhile-
rouse Escan and Gaius, and they're like, "What's going on?" and you point out where the creature is, it's not there anymore. It's gone.
Don't make me the boy who cried wolf. God dang it. I'm seeing things. Gaius. There is a giant bat thing above us.
Gaius looks up. I have dark vision.
Gaius, you don't see anything. Also, it wasn't giant, it was small. It was like the size of a head.
In Kai's mind, it's way bigger than it actually was.
Fair enough.
Gaius just like turns slowly and looks back at you. I don't see anything.
What the? Look through Warwick's eyes, have him look up.
Gone.
Look, I swear, it was like a big bat with like Milo's head on it. I swear, I'm not crazy. All right, fine, just go back to bed. Whatever. Maybe I'm crazy. Come here, Work.
Given that, like, because we've been traveling together for a while, and Kai doesn't usually like wake people up for anything. So
Yeah.
would I be able to do, like, I don't know, a listen perception check to see
Sure.
if I hear anything?
Go for it.
That's a 22.
22. As you listen, unfortunately, the sound of the ocean and everything kind of drowns things out, and you don't hear anything out of the ordinary.
Well, he'll just chalk it up to some nerves, I guess, and go back to sleep.
Gaius does not go to sleep. Instead, I am going to summon the 4 swords that are embedded in my suit of armor, have them float inside my tent, and pretend to go to sleep and stay watch.
You got it.
I'm also, if I have to, I'm going to redo the alarm spell, but I think it stays up for 8 hours regardless of if it goes off or not.
Yeah.
So I will keep the alarm up, and Kai will attempt to go to sleep, but probably will not. He'll just lay there, because now he's thinking about it.
Hmm.
Because these swords have a fly speed.
They
Yeah.
sure do.
We
As you all go back to sleep, nothing else sets off the alarm, and the sun begins to rise.
Kai's going to wake up, and anybody that sees him will see the very
What?
obvious signs of someone who didn't sleep well.
Ooh, good morning, guys. Oh, you know,
As soon as, as soon as
this.
he says that, as soon as he says that, a sword flies by his head and hits the wall. Ah! Where's the bat?
What?
All right. First of all, rude. I'll just go. Second of
it's
all,
just
what are you
Milo.
talking about?
No, it was because of your head. Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry, what?
There was like a giant bat thing, and it looked like it had like a halfling's head, so I just told him it looked like your head on a bat.
Well, that sounds
Can I wake
awful.
up?
Yeah, it was awful, and
Yeah,
then it
you're up.
wasn't there. So now I look like I'm crazy, which I'm not.
You know that's
Spire
exactly
Master
what
warned
someone
me
who
about
is
such
crazy would
creatures.
say.
I have all of my marbles in a row.
Everyone,
Thank-
silence. Halva has something to say.
The Spire Master warned me about such creatures. Each have the head of a halfling, the body of a bat. This is
Oh, they're real.
a dark thing that I have not seen yet. But if you have seen it without knowing what it is, then the legends are true. The tales are accurate. This may be following us, or know who we are.
Anyone who is trained in it, roll me a religion check.
Oh boy.
If you do not
Great.
have proficiency with it, you cannot make this roll.
Oh, right.
Religion!
Spire Master said our friend
13.
Milo.
Sorry, Alpha, go ahead.
It's okay.
Milo, as you kind of ruminate on it, a head with bat wings where ears should be. That sounds like I'm gonna probably butcher the name, a Varguli.
Oh shit!
Gabaguli.
I'm sorry, I'm saying one more time. Arguli or
Varguli.
Varguli.
Or Vorgul.
With a V. As
I
in-
know
They're-
what these things
Yeah,
are.
it's double L.
They're a horrible creature. They can paralyze people with fear. And they also kiss people, and they can curse them with a kiss, basically.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing
it's-
ever. No.
It's a good thing that the alarm spell went off because they tried to kiss incapacitated creatures.
I'm so glad I used it.
Oh.
Let's go, Kai.
Yeah, the Vargals. I've heard a bit of them back back in school. They'll try to kiss people who are incapacitated, paralyze them, and all the nasty little things.
Yes,
you said
Star
it's-
Master had said you would have information on them.
I mean, vaguely. And it flew away, something like that.
I sent, before I could even get Iskon or Gaius awake, it was already gone.
Hey, Kai.
Uh-huh.
Just saying. Next time you see something like that, wake up me, cause I can fly.
Well, I just, yeah.
In fairness, we didn't even see or hear anything. I don't know if being able to fly would have helped.
I can also fly.
He's gonna
Pilot,
fly.
I
All
fly.
like 4 swords just like float out of the fucking 4 long swords float out of Gaius's fucking tent.
That's
Look,
fair.
the good-
It's just
The good thing is, it can't get the jump on us because I have that alarm spell now. So if it gets anywhere near us, even if we're sleeping, I'm waking up. It's not going to be able to kiss us.
well, that's fair. But Hemsworth gets a lot of mileage, so I could probably catch up to it.
Yeah, I can wake you up next time.
All right. Also, if I can get a good look at this, then I can confirm whether or not it's a Vargul or not.
If it's a head with wings, then yes.
Oh, Oren, give me patience. All right.
Unfortunately, Oren is not there to answer your pleas as you look up and it is raining today once again.
Where is your
Curse
god
you,
now?
Seattle!
Your wind
Seattle.
is
Windless in Seattle.
southern wind today.
Oh, great.
That's cool. That actually helps us.
It's
That
not
actually
blowing
is-
east, so
that
we can
actually
actually
is
go
a good
east.
thing. Yeah. All right, as you guys mount up on the Dragonelle, pack up your tents, you make your way.
Making our way down south.
Oh, don't
Wind is
forget. Goggles on, lads. Goggles on.
Goggles
My
on.
goggles are always on. And then you find out they're like hermetically sealed to his eyes.
If you take it off, they like pop out of their sockets.
It's the reverse pressure.
There's just 2 like black buttons.
He's like
No,
Sonic.
don't.
Go ahead
Well-
for me. Escan and roll me a survival check, please.
Oof, 14.
14. That's good. That's not bad.
I would like to roll
Could've been
above
worse.
a 10.
It could
with
be
my
raining.
things to have +8. It is
Uh,
raining.
Halva, I would also like you to roll a survival check for me real fast
you
as
got it.
well.
Let's see.
Uh-oh. Spaghetti.
10.
10. That's the DC, so you're good.
All right, cool.
Just made it. Helva, you know it's going to take you a while to continue east to Becky Ostra. And you know that Tanriik is very far to the east. It's like kind of nearing the edge of the known winds of Volar that has been occupied by halfling riders. So you have a ways to go. However, with the wind at your back, you were able to find yourself back on course and find yourselves, this time, thankfully, a Python pillar. So one that is actually occupied by others. You are not alone today
Oh, nice. Okay,
as
cool.
you set up your camp for the night. Travel, it's wet, bit miserable. It was nice being in a covered house for the night, but you do unfortunately uncomfortably kind of have to wring out your clothes on the side of the tents and like hang them up inside the tent to hopefully dry before tomorrow. But however your characters would do so, you have to find some way to sleep without your clothes on so they can at least dry a little bit. Because sleeping in wet clothing is just a formula for disaster.
Right.
That's no problem.
Let's see.
I have to find a
Ask
different
us to
color.
Blow dry those sons of bitches.
I'm just gonna
I feel like that would be
place...
very strong and probably too strong.
Oh no,
that there.
my L. They took my L.
Only
Okay.
W's here, son.
Sorry, technical question specifically just above game for Halva. Halva's pretty freaking good at surviving out here and keeping us fed and whatnot, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna put away the slop spell if everyone's cool with that. I didn't know if anyone was
I
dependent
still
on
got
that or
snails.
Are we able to just eat the snails and have that count?
Yeah, that's your dinner for tonight if you want
Okay,
to
cool.
do that.
Then you could swap it at least
Okay.
for today.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm good.
Do
With
you guys
that.
have rations still, or?
Yeah,
I
I
do.
have rations.
I got
Yep.
rations.
Yeah, but why use rations when we have fresh
When you got
food?
snails.
Well,
because we can
because
feed
my-
them to animals.
Well, also, Milo might want to prep something that would be more beneficial in other ways.
No, that's crazy.
I'm sorry,
Mine's
guys.
got an acorn
I
in it.
want you to have fun.
Ooh, that's bad.
What's bad? Is it east again?
As you guys awaken the next day, the good news is there's no more rain.
Okay.
Yay!
The bad news is that the wind is westward today, so it's against
Oh,
Dang
wow.
it.
Flying into the wind.
That's
you.
fine.
Yeah. It is. Thank God you're wearing goggles, but all of your lips are being blown back by the wind. The Dragonelles are really struggling. Brine and Chaparral are really it's like fighting an trying to go reverse of a current, more or less.
Yeah.
I would like survival checks from Escan, please.
Plural survival checks?
Just a survival check from Escan.
Oh God, 14.
14. That's good. You beat DC 10, so you're good.
I'm just saying, above a 10 on die would be great.
Mm-hmm.
As you move, I believe it is against.
Why does this
Yeah, it's
keep
4
defaulting?
for when it is 3 when it's normal, and then it's 2 when you're against it. Yeah. So you're able to head east, but you don't make as much space as you wish. Luckily, the weather is nice. The only things you do see is you see Volar merchants, like merchant dragonelles, kind of flying probably towards Cliffside. You can see them very clearly. It's strange for the rest of you, the reclaimers, because most merchants kind of hide their goods, not because they're trying to sneak anything in, but just to prevent anyone from seeing what they have to
Yeah.
rob them. Volar is the opposite. They don't care. They have their goods outside. There's you see a dragonelle flying, and it clearly is selling alcohol, as the saddle has a bunch of loops on it, and you can see just bottles dangling just from the dragonelle, like wind chimes almost. Properly parted so they don't knock into one another at different heights, and that's just how they carry their bottles, because it's easier than loading them up into bags.
They mock us as if to say, "Come, steal our wares."
Is there room on the spire to land the dragonelles?
You have not found a spire yet. This is just on your travels I'm describing.
Oh, okay.
As you continue traveling, you unfortunately, because of the wind against you, you have to once again find a spire that is not a pit python spire. You have to find just a normal spire to make camp on, unfortunately.
Okay. Is there anything? Since we're nearing unexplored territory?
No, you're not. You're nowhere
Not
near
yet?
unexplored territory. No.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Let's keep going.
Tee.
All right.
TD.
You have a general idea, Halva, here. This is a very, you know this. I'll say this, Halva. There's more civilizations closer to Cliffside, but the further out you get, the more, farther apart they become.
Okay.
All right. As you guys make camp for the night, are we setting up the alarm spell again, or?
100 for fucking percent.
Okay. As you make the alarm spell for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Quick question.
Hi.
I'm sorry, because this would probably get brought up in conversation. Before we go to bed, Kai and Milo turns to, can you set it to where we can all hear that alarm, or just you, or how does that work?
Basically, it's gonna alert me, but then I should be able to. I guess I could make it audible so that it would wake everyone up, but it's gonna alert literally everything that's around, including that thing. So if you want to see it, it's better if I just hear it.
Oh, all right, that's fair. Okay.
You do not have sea snails for tonight. What are you eating?
Rations.
Rations.
All right, everyone eats a
Yeah.
ration.
Cool.
I mean, slop is unlimited.
Food is perishable.
I am now out of rations.
You'll
All
never
right.
guess what's for breakfast.
I got plenty.
slop.
I have a fresh character sheet worth of rations.
Woo!
Oh
The
god.
best.
I am
The
out
more
of
I-
crickets.
The more I remove weight from my rations, the more powerful I become.
Also, Monty, before bed, would there be any way that I could take some time to try and actually remember what I would know about Varghouls?
Sure. I would say roll for me a religion check.
Okay. Ooh, 21.
21. As you think about them a bit more, you know that they're from the abyss.
Oh.
So they tend to be
Uh-huh.
like they're demonic vermin is the best way to put it.
Okay.
I've heard
But they
tales of
can-
this abyss.
But they can also be created as well.
I would like to spend evening.
I
Uh,
will say this as well. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
go ahead.
If they kiss you, you can turn into them.
Oh, okay.
Ugh.
Okay.
Yeah. You
Do-
think about it, you're like, oh wait a second, that's right. If they kiss you, you transform into them.
Do I know
So
anything
only
about
head.
that process?
It's like a slow curse. If you get cursed,
Oh.
like over a period of time, eventually, your head, you die, and your head is torn from your body, and it becomes a new Varghoul.
Oh,
Metal.
gross.
Yep. These things were in Gobtober.
Yeah,
Yep.
they fucking suck.
Got it.
As you
You're
make,
one bad roll away.
it's pretty rough, yeah.
Yeah.
As you guys make rest for the night, nothing happens. The alarm spell does not go off,
Thank goodness.
and nothing seems to incur, except for the puffins, which are everywhere.
Is it still raining?
I'm about to roll for that, so give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
It might as well be.
Hopefully the wind is good today.
That would be nice.
That'd be great.
It
I'd
is-
like to make progress.
It is a beautiful cloudy day with no wind.
Nice.
Or there is a wind. It's a gentle wind.
I was gonna say. You
No
sure
wind
there's
exists. We're dying.
No wind on the coast, really.
Uh,
I want to scoot over Wallfly.
southern wind today.
Okay.
Well, hey.
Okay. But a
Not the
gentle
worst.
wind.
It is a gentle wind, but it's still applied. Directional wind is
Okay.
south today.
Are the Dragonelles okay? They flew in the rain and wind against them. I just want to make sure that they're not like tired or injured after a night's rest. Hopefully they're tip top.
They're totally fine. This is pretty normal for them. The only time you really have to be worried is when it's like, like a hurricane or something crazy like that.
Cool.
More like
Excellent.
A hurricane.
I would like to inspect the log we're to be delivering before we leave. Make sure it's still there. Want to make sure it's still intact. Want to make sure the quarry is still where it needs to be and in the condition it needs to be when it's delivered.
It's holding up excellently against the water. That is the thing that has you the most impressed.
Okay.
Hey,
I just
Monty.
want to make sure.
Hi.
People are asking me to ask you to recenter Wallfly.
Oh, yes, of course. Thank you.
Mhm.
God damn it. Now they're going to see a butt.
You know, you
Mercy,
have the
Lord
power
Frieza.
to, you have
What's
the power to
wrong,
delete that,
chat?
you know.
I can't destroy art. It's against my principles.
I thought you were going to say against my
I mean,
religion.
did you not see the newly christened Kiss Freak Spire?
Kiss Freak Spire,
Kiss
amazing.
Freak Spire. I like that.
We're not calling it that.
Why not?
No, we're calling it that.
As
You're
the group
not.
cartographer, we're not calling it that.
Okay, all right.
Nobody
Yeah,
asked
you
the
make
group
the math.
cartographer, actually.
Yeah, that's literally my job.
Look, all I'm just saying, we're gonna at least know who's drawing on what. I'm just saying.
I like the little guy.
He's cute,
He's
yeah.
We're gonna
far
fly in that
cuter
direction
than
and
what
then
I
just see an
imagined
ass
Varghul's
come into
actually
view.
are like. The monumental ass on the horizon.
It's here.
Enter the crevasse.
The
Purple
easterly
Mountain's
ass.
Majesty.
You see, Monty, that's an American joke.
I see.
And how you know is everyone laughed. That was in America.
It's in our national. Well, no, it's not the national anthem, but it's
No, that's
a
the
song.
Diet National Anthem.
The Diet National Anthem.
It's the wannabe anthem.
Oh, say, can you see? No.
Iodine's early. Something.
Yeah, no. Go on, Monty.
Clouds.
Please sing the song. I'd like to know what you think the
proudly
words
we stand, and our
Keep going.
our actions still
Oh,
wanting.
Canada,
I don't
how
know.
I hate this place.
You get a
Shut up, Shawn
-2.
Michaels.
You get a -2, Monty.
I'm sorry. I'm not fucking American.
It could
That's
have been
fine.
worse. I could have
And
gave you a
thank your
-10.
lucky stars for that.
Yeah,
French-
thank your lucky stars you're
Can
not
I just
fucking
say
an
that
American.
the French national anthem is actually so fucking great. Also, the Mexican one is fucking insane. By the
Yeah,
way,
It translates to "fuck you, fight us."
fight us, and we will stain our flag red with your blood, and the cannons will ring out any of your screams. It's like, oh my god, Mexico,
Damn.
chill out. Anyway, so you have a southern wind. So how would you like to travel today?
Southerly.
Yeah, east.
Yeah.
I crossed the holy
yeah.
mountain
You
horizontally.
can either move 3 spaces east because you have a slight against you, or you can go southeast and move 4 spaces.
Let's go southeast. We kind of
do
went
it.
up anyway.
Yeah.
We've just returned to our.
We're moving in a. Go ahead, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. We've returned to our normal resting state. Now we just have to go south
Alright.
now.
As you guys begin to fly south in a very clear air, you also do notice that there are like wind channels and currents running through. But you also notice like large ancient pillars. Notably, as you fly above, I would like everyone to roll me perception checks, please.
Oh god.
Got it.
All right, I'm gonna keep the streak alive. I'm gonna keep it going.
Oh my god, it happened.
18.
Did
cool.
it. You finally got one.
21.
6.
I'll take a 50. Kai sees everything
God.
today. Let's go.
Monty,
Hi.
that's a 28 for Iskin.
Very good. Milo
Your
got a
eyes
21. Halva got an 18. And Gaius, 6.
Oh, I missed.
As you're flying through the pillars, Iskin and Milo and Halva, you notice that these pillars, you're like, huh, they're such strange formations. But then you realize it's not formations, there are carvings in all of the pillars that you are surrounded by. You also notice pillars that have collapsed over the wearing of the wind, being lapped by the turbulent waters below, also bearing markings as well.
Are they large enough to have to make out at least what language they are as we're moving past them?
You'd have to approach, but they seem
Yeah.
like if it is lettering, it's larger. That is for sure. But it's so worn that it's kind of hard to read. Do you approach?
Curiosity is getting the best of Halva, and as the
Yeah.
person who is kind of pseudo-directing these dragonelles, I will put them in that direction. Yep.
You motherfucker.
I get
you're so
me and
killed.
Iskin kind of make eye contact.
Yeah.
And I give a slight nod, and
We speak
peel
in
down.
lizard eye language.
Yeah.
Uh,
Blink one eyelid at a time at each other.
and then lick one of your eyelids just because.
Yeah.
what languages Escan and Halva do you know?
Okay. I speak Common, Draconic, Goblin, and Halfling.
I speak Common, Draconic, Druidic, and Dwarvish.
It looks somewhat like Dwarvish, Escan, but it's not Dwarvish.
May I ask, given that we've been traveling with Gaius for this long and he has shown me his book, is it giant?
It appears to be some sort of giant derivative of some kind.
Okay. Given that, we didn't talk about how our arrangement is today, but assuming we're all kind of approaching, he'll sort of wave to gather everyone together.
You can easily land on top of one of the pillars and, like, stand there if you want. Like, get off the Dragonelle and just, like, stand on top to, like, you know, be stationary so you can actually look properly.
Okay, I was concerned because you mentioned some of them collapsed, so I wasn't sure if that was an option.
That's more like, you know, over time.
Got you. Okay, so there
You know,
are sturdy enough ones nearby.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
But the ones on the ground clearly were just like, you know, it's kind of like if you see, like, those desert formations, right? Like, eventually the wind shears through them and they break. It's not like the instant you stand on one, it's going to crumble to dust. It's more just like wearing, you know,
Sure.
weathering over time.
Iskan will motion to Halva then that we should land.
Yeah, I do so. One after the other, we land the Dragonelles on the top of this spire here, and
As you
is the
land,
writing on the side of the spire or is it on the top of the spire?
all around. It is all around
Okay.
the bases of these spires. There's about 50 of them as well. It is a large amount of runic writing.
Okay. I get off, and I take a closer look at a few of the runes. I don't speak any of it, but
And Iskan will motion Gaius over. You should probably take a look at these. I think you might be able to read them.
Gaius just shrugs and heads on over. We're directed.
Gaius, as you look over and you kind of look at the different pillars, it is giant. It is old giant, though. Like, this is, like, really old giant. It's hard to make out exactly the inscriptions. But as you read through it, you realize what giant writing this is. This is stone giant writing, specifically.
Ooh.
It seems to be dictating a sort of like, and it was on this day that this giant and this giant were wed, and upon this day they had this child who is this name, named after this giant. It seems to be like a chronicle detailing something.
Does this feel like a census for like a certain group of them?
It looks like you've heard of it before, but it looks like a sort of like oh my gosh, what would you even call it? Like a historical keeping records
Like
of
a
some
ledger?
kind. More like, you know, a keeping of history. Like, this is their history book of this
Codex.
whatever happened. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Codex.
It's a codex of the giants that were here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do any of the names stand out in any way, shape, or form?
Roll for me a perception or investigation check of your choice.
Monty, while they're doing that, if I were to ritual cast comprehend languages to get a better sense of what this says, since it is older giant, would it unveil any information other than what you've already described?
If you guys want to take the time to look around, I would say anyone who speaks giant can also roll me an investigation or perception check, and if you use comprehend languages, you can also do that. Assuming Halva will let you, you know, ride the Dragonelle specific pillars to read things out.
Yeah. Do I still need to roll for it, or will it allow me to? Because if I touch it, it says I know it.
Perception or investigation of your choice. I know, Otho, you also can speak giant. Would you also like to roll?
Correct. Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
Will you give me advantage for
You
the spell?
best.
at
I
least?
rolled a fucking 6
Nope.
on perception.
Damn it. All right.
I will shift and give myself advantage on this.
Okay.
Must be nice. All right.
Just sort of, the stripes on his face become much
Let's
more
go, Kai!
prominent.
He's fucking hot tonight. Make it
But
up for
other
Monday.
than that,
Let's
not
go.
much changes.
Hot damn.
Let's go.
And I will keep a lookout for bat heads.
You got it.
Head. Yeah.
No.
Gaius, as you're reading through some of the runes, there's something that keeps gnawing at you, and it makes no sense. You look around, there's no way stone giants would live here. It makes no sense to you. And as you read the writing, you would know this given your stone rune. You can see where the rune engravings just devolve into strange, like, not gibberish, but just like become infrequent. The beautiful rendering of the runes themselves becomes more loose and almost like fluid. And you get the sense that whatever stone giant was like writing down things probably succumbed to the dream. The dream being the surface that can cause stone giants to become almost like strangely dreaming, like they're in perpetual daydreaming essentially forever in a way.
Their entire being becomes more lucid and like mentally.
Yeah.
They get
Yeah.
rockbiter-itis.
So I guess Gaius will just say that out loud as he's trailing along the text, and his body language gets more like dour, and he like looks finally at one final sentence. That doesn't explain why they're here, but the dreaming is starting to occur.
Otho.
Huh?
As you look at pillars, you find a historical record that really stands out to you. You read a section about the caverns. The caverns are growing more beautiful by the day, and as you look around, there are no caverns. And then it reads, a strike of the earth to the north, a change of the flow of all things. The tunnels are now oceans. What remains is now what we have. We must leave before we succumb, or we must write so that we are not forgotten.
I'm beginning to believe that maybe these weren't always lone pillars. It's seeming like something might have happened to change the land around them.
Aye, because...
Some of,
Oh, good.
some were forced to leave, but some were stranded, left with no other recourse than to record their findings on these walls.
Aye,
Oh,
the
Lord.
area around here makes no sense for a stone giant to be here of all things.
Kai,
Deep.
Yes.
as you're examining the pillars, you're trying to find fresher carvings. And you do. The last of us remain now, succumbing to the dream. The pillars are our only home, our memories recounted upon this stone. But it is the dust hulk Tessor who shall maintain our inscriptions for all time, proffering themselves to the wind. They have forgotten the stone and become Lord Keeper for all time.
You said that name was Tessor?
Tessor. The dust hulk Tessor.
Hey, Gaius.
Huh?
Does the name Dusk Hulk Tessor mean anything to you? Or you, Halva, maybe?
Look to God.
You never heard of that.
Gaius just shakes his head.
Halva, you've also never heard that name before.
I shrug.
There's newer inscriptions here, and they talk about someone named Dusk Hulk Tessor who's supposed to maintain the records that are here, basically for eternity.
Do the scriptures seem like they're describing... So a Dusk Hulk, I'm going to assume it has nothing to do with the giants. Like, this feels like... In my opinion, this feels like this is something they made that is supposed to stay here and chronicle things.
Roll me an investigation check, I think, for that one.
Okay.
I have a theory that Kai would probably...
13 both ways.
13 both ways. You saw the name Tessor. Tessor was a stone giant.
Oh, okay. I trail my the wording back, and I point out a Dusk Hulk must be a title because there's a name Tessor sitting right here.
Yeah, but when I think of something that's like made of dust, like I think of some kind of like elemental creature, like how we've seen like the golems before. But you're saying he's an actual giant.
Aye. His name is right here.
Yeah, but if he's supposed to maintain the records for all time, what if when he passed, they essentially turned his ashes into a creature of some kind to always look over the records?
I have a question, Monty.
Yeah.
Does the dreaming have anything to do with keeping the mind lucid while the body decays?
You don't know.
Damn. Okay.
This is all my own personal theory, but to give him a title like Dust Hulk, if it's a hulking pile of dust, like some kind of elemental or a golem that can withstand the test of time, maybe that's how he's able to eternally be the record keeper.
You're saying he's undead.
Undead would imply that they brought him back. This sounds like they turned him into something that would just be eternal.
What, like a golem?
Kind of, yeah. It's
That's what I
kind
feel.
Kind of like the golems with, again, just a theory, but the fact
Or
that
an
it's
elemental.
dust. Correct, yeah, something like that.
Is there any way to like delve deeper into figuring this out? Like, is there like more to
With-
this location?
With what you have here, unfortunately not. And at this point, as you guys are having this discussion, the sun is beginning to set. So you probably have to camp out here for the night, potentially, as well, because you spent time investigating this.
Oh,
You do
no,
make-
sleeping in the library?
Oh no, what a nightmare. Luckily, you do make your full length of journey. This is what you find on the tail end of your journey far to the south, but it is
Marty?
something.
Just so I understand the tablet stuff that you read off, did it say that he would maintain the records for all time, or that he
Yeah.
was the record keeper?
He will maintain the records for all time. Maintain
Okay,
means
cool.
to take care of. So
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't coming up with a crazy theory. Okay,
Well, my
Also-
question is, where is he?
we might find out. But it's getting too late to figure it out right now. We should probably hunker down.
Monty, how do you spell his
Yes.
name?
Tesor. Tesor.
T-E-S-O-R.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I added an extra S.
I have a silly question for you, Monty.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think there's any time limitations to it. Could I technically activate Hemsworth and sleep on him?
I believe there might be a limit on it. Let me look.
Okay. No, you are correct. You can sleep on it. Oh,
You will be out in the open, though. That's the only problem.
Oh, I can't be in the tent. It's too big.
No, he's like, yeah, it's not gonna work.
Okay. Well, I will use him for a blanket for easy access.
Very good.
Hey, Monty.
Hi.
Can I
sleeping with
do
the gun under
one
your
more
pillow?
perimeter? Can I do one more perimeter check to see if like anything in these records speak of any other type of giant and or the Fae?
Sure, go for it.
Investigation is not my strong suit, so here I go. Fuck 9.
9. It's a lot to cover, and it's getting dark. Unfortunately, you don't really see much of else as you make camp for the night.
Damn.
All right, rations tonight.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I try
Actually,
and find. Are there any ovens?
Here there's actually not a whole lot.
Wow.
Gaius, quick question for you.
I will say,
Oh, sure.
Halva, go ahead. Well, because like everyone else was like reading these things, and you and Escan,
Twiddling our
and
thumbs.
yeah, we're kind of sitting there. Both of you roll me survival checks, because while everyone else was reading, you maybe were looking for food in the meantime.
Hey, 19.
Okay, there we go.
11.
Mark, I'm going to need you to roll above a 10.
I would love to.
Halva,
Only for finding this damn
Yeah.
pillar.
yeah, Escan, you find a safe pillar for you guys to reside on. One that doesn't have carvings in it. You know, given that you are hearing about some sort of keeper, you're like, maybe we shouldn't mess with the carvings. So you find a pillar that's kind of surrounded by the giant carvings that is like definitely untouched. Halva, you actually managed to find large crabs climbing up the side and eating algae. They almost look like coconut crabs. And they have the ability to climb pretty, like almost like a spider. You're able to catch about 2 of those, which you're able to, boil and cook up for your companions. I will say, with the 19 survival check, you get 2 very large-sized ones, enough for everyone to eat.
Cool.
Yay.
And you guys are fed by Halva for the night. You really don't need to season it either. It tastes delicious by itself.
Boil it in seawater anyway, and it's...
Oh, it's good to go. Yeah.
Mhm.
If anything, it's maybe just a little bit too salty. But other than that, it's pretty good.
Excellent.
Small aside, but you'll never guess what I saw at the place I went to get dinner tonight at.
A puffin.
Mhm.
Snails.
Oh,
Oh!
right, okay.
Oh,
You telling me they
Yep.
have no pots, Connor?
that's why you were late. You were all the way in France.
It's true.
Alarm spell going up tonight?
yeah, I hope God, yes.
Yeah, the alarm spell is absolutely going up.
As you all go to sleep for the night, the alarm spell goes off.
And I'm gonna... This time, I'm going to have Work go out and just peek his head first, because I know that I'm not going to be able
Work?
to see shit anyway.
Wark sticks his head out, and then his head comes back into the tent, and he just slowly turns with a very wide expression, like his eyes are kind of popping out.
For the moment that I am able to look through his eyes, what does he see when he looks?
You see an almost 12-foot tall humanoid figure
Okay.
made out of dust and rock particles.
I
Currently
fucking-
looking at Gaius's tent.
Kai is going to start to get out of the tent. Does this creature even move when I start to get out?
It does not seem to look in your direction, no.
Kai's then gonna move over to Gaius' tent again. Hey, Gaius.
Gaius fucking like pops his head out, like with his weapon at the ready. All right, where's the bat?
As
No,
you
not
do,
bad.
can you do a competing athletics check for me, please?
Oh no!
Oh, wait a second. No. Hold on.
Guys is gonna get got.
Oh, he has.
I was gonna
advantage.
say, I want to react if he's about to grab my buddy?
Doesn't seem hostile. It seems gentle.
14.
14. As you poke your head out, guys, you suddenly feel almost like wind and dust pick you up as you look into the face of an ancient stone giant.
What?
I'm going to show you art here.
Oh.
I've been using the official art because why not?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Sorry, podcast listeners, but
Do you want to at least describe what he looks like?
I already kind of did.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it appears to be a stone giant made completely of bits of stone and dust just forming together. There's a swirling wind around them that is kind of keeping their form.
Is
And they look like this.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
that's dope.
So,
Oh,
Yo,
cool.
Pete, what?
Oh, that's sick.
As they kind of grab you, Gaius, you're like, oh my god, at first, but it's a gentle hold. And you watch as they're kind of like the wind forms their other hand and a finger, and they begin to read the runes on your body.
Whoa.
Oh, when it points to each one, Gaius like gently like explains what each one is when they point to it. So fire, stone, mountain.
You now realize this is probably the Dust Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Dust Hulk looks up at you, and as the wind howls, it doesn't speak words from its lungs, but its mouth opens and wind flows through their lips, making words. And in Giant, they say, "Blood of the Fomorian."
Blood of the
Gaius's
Fomorian?
face goes fucking pale.
Many of their name, it says. Still graver of travelers. seek out the ice spire. The Jarl Alfer give you guidance. This place untainted remain, lost to a changing time, and a war of which we were no part.
The Mage War.
Yep. Yep.
Gaius, like, still perturbed by that first word uttered at him, kind of like recomposes himself and just says, "May I ask of you where I would go to find this ice spire?"
Far to the east, north. He will challenge you there. He will show you his story.
Gaius, like, after hearing that story bit, kind of like, is there anything you wish me to write of your story? Like trying to mention that he has his own book.
The Dust Cult's head flows with the air and looks towards the pillars that you had spent all day, almost half the day, analyzing, and then turns back. And almost with a sort of, like, accepted smile, my story has already been written. Uncursed blood of Fomorian. Walk with the blessings of the wind. Fight with the strength of your kin. Join the everflow upon your death. And you watch as their dusty form begins to dissipate, as you see a wind current, their means of travel through their pillars, pick them up and cast them back to their home that they have accepted now. And as you sit and watch as the speckled dust twinkles in the moonlight, tossed by the ocean and guided by the wind, that is where we're going to take our break for tonight.
Ooh, boy.
Oh,
Ooh,
I'm gonna
boy.
go potty.
Fucking cool.
Yeah. Wonderful. note.
Guys, don't
Holy
go to bed yet.
shit.
Kai has words.
Oh, no,
Dust-
absolutely.
Dust Hulks are so cool.
By the way,
so
I
it
would-
isn't. So am I not crazy? It is an elemental
who knows?
or a golem.
Who knows?
Real
Fucking-
quick, would we have all been awakened by?
Nope. That would have been just Kai and Gaius saw that. No one
It's
else
like a
saw
whispery kind of
Gotcha.
wind, like with sand. It doesn't make a whole lot of noise.
that. Yeah. And its voice sounded just like wind moving through stone. Like it's not even like a like.
Well, yeah, but
you
the
can make
others
out
were
words.
talking, so
But it's even like therapeutic.
Gaius was talking, so that's why I asked. But that's cool. Okay, potty time.
Hello,
Get some
everyone.
stew. I'm gonna get some soup.
Welcome into the halftime show. Hope everybody's having a
Holy
good night. Thank you for
shit.
joining us, Gaius, Zitto. You ready?
Oh my god, I have
Gaius
to, I have to,
Sidecast?
I have to start talking about shit I've been holding on to since session 0.
Look, motherfucker, it's only episode 113. I think it's time.
It might be time, but I've been holding on to knowledge for all this time. I haven't spoken a fucking word of it.
Nope. Well, it's coming out now.
Holy shit. I'm gonna go use the restroom. I'll be right back.
No problem. I'm going to call out some bits and subs. Lestella, thank you so much for the 10 bits. I Sleepy, good night. Well, thank you for coming. Mikon Plachi, thank you for the 10 bits. Connor, I need to hear you in John Madden's voice say, Brett, I wrote you a poem and baked you a football cake. Oh, boy. Bubba Bob, thank you for the 300 bits. Looks like my Storm Atronach, also title suggestion, Dust to Dust. A man named Peach, thank you for the 10 bits. Crabius, no. Miss Tweetums, thank you for the tier 1 sub. It's time for all the beans to be spilled, Zito. All the beans. Amateur Crasinator, thank you for the 50 bits. Title idea, Dust in the Headwind. I have to make note of these. Dust to Dust. Dust in the Headwind. Got it? Let me just put those down here in my notes, and I'll delete them later. Do-do-do-do-do. So how's everybody doing? Y'all ready for some Gaius backstory? Like I said, only 113 episodes for all of the fanfic folks. And now you get to fill in the blanks. Y'all ready for this? Ba-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, the reason why Mark got triggered is the song that I was using as the alarm spell, which would not be canon, it was just for me. It was the NBA on NBC theme, which is coming back next year when the NBA returns to NBC. But it was iconic. It's what they used during the Bulls championship runs. So I thought it was apropos. It's also my alarm to wake up in the morning because it is very loud with a lot of horns. So that was the inside joke for those of you that didn't catch it. Mikan Pachi, thank you so much for the 10 bits. So with the recent Twitter news, we need to know who would win 100 gorillas or 1 Gaius. I think we all know the answer to that. Gaius. Dice Ruler, thank you so much for the bits. I had my first character death, but he was revived back. Mort Ironclaw, my Orc Fighter Rune Knight, was almost gone thanks to an NPC revive. Oh, man. So you kind of didn't die, but did? We wouldn't know anything about that. Fully Coolly, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Today's been a fun day for me. I made a minor god my party's dealing with out of glue, poker cards, and a metal hanger. That is some resourcefulness. Very nice. Spartan123 Rex, thank you for the bits. Monty, was he a homebrew because it gives Fallout vibes? I don't know. I don't know if that's actually in the book, but Dusk Hulk absolutely sounds like a golem or an elemental.
What's homebrew?
Your Dust Hulk.
No, that's from Big B's.
Oh, I'm convinced it has to be a golem or an elemental. And seeing the art, I'm leaning elemental now. Fry Rosie, thank you so much for the 10 bits. Holy shit, the reveals upon reveals. Also, going to have a 12-hour shift tonight, so God give me strength. Well, if you want, you could check out some episodes of the Prince Division or Gateway over on our YouTube channel if you haven't checked those shows out. I'm just saying, they're pretty good. Or catch up on all of Baldur's Gate. Callum Draws, thank you for the 5 bits. Episode title, Mr. Sandman. Bring me a dream. I'll write that down, Sandman.
I am back.
Hello, welcome back. Killer Chansey, thank you for the 10 bits. Episode title, Ashes to Assets. That's another good one. Ashes to Assets. Lasumi the Robot, thank you for the bits. I think my bits got thrown into the wind. That is Streamlabs. Probably. My apologies. If you had a message, let me know. I will happily read it out. Lunar Hawk, thank you so much for the 21 bits. Wanted to drop by and tell the DMs of the group about something I recently discovered called a Deck of Plunder. It's a deck of 100 cards with random various treasures. It's made by Gemhammer and Sons of Gaming. Oh, nice. So it's like the deck of many things, but not. Hell yeah. Faye Raven, thank you for the 100 bits. For Zitto is Nito and getting Giant and Goat Lore Trito. Title suggestion, also attempting a Rat-O Hurts Throat.
Oh, you attempted to do Ratto for the auditions? Yeah, Ratto's a lot. I commend you for trying out to do his voiceover. Especially if you did more than what I asked. If you did all of the voice lines, I am so sorry. That character is a lot. But now I am more excited to hear it.
All right, I'm back.
Cosmosis 45. Thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Jonah, are you here?
Yeah.
I want to apologize for this question because it is not PG.
Okay.
Jonah, on behalf of the artists and scientists, Halva's bits, are they human-styled or lizard-styled?
I'll never tell.
There you go. Perfect. I appreciate you so much and more than
You'll
know.
have to
you go.
romance him past the third date to find that information.
Correct.
Exactly.
The pants don't come off till the third date, and you have to make sure that you have a
social link
special
rank ass.
Yeah.
How about this? Whatever you want it to be, baby.
Hey,
There you
he's a
go.
shifter in bed. Stellar
There you
Coyote,
go.
thank you for the 50 bits. Monty trying to sing the national anthem brings to mind Leslie Nielsen singing in the first Naked Gun film. That is so good. I
That's a
love it.
great reference.
Such a good set of movies, man. God dang.
Did you see that they're making a new one?
I choose not to perceive it.
Bro, it's Liam Neeson.
Okay,
It's
I
perfect
appreciate that they're
casting.
because of the name. Because I'm sure.
Well, but
there's
it's also because Leslie Nielsen was a dramatic actor
Dramatic
before
actor,
he
yeah.
started that. And Liam Neeson is not known for comedy. He's a dramatic
He
actor.
can do it.
So it's literally
I'm sure he can do it,
the
but like those
same
movies are
premise.
just Leslie Nielsen is just like it's just do something different.
This doesn't remove the previous movies.
True.
It
I
adds
just
to it. It's additional
We'll
lore.
see. We'll see. Southern Gaming, thank you for the 100 bits. Title suggestion: The Last of Dust.
The Last of Dust.
The Last
Nice.
of Dust. I've got
Very
it.
nice.
Mika Pachi, thank you for the 10 bits. Also, who butchered the national anthem more, Monty or Fergie at the NBA All-Star
Fergie.
game?
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's
So the difference is Monty made us laugh, Fergie made us cringe. So Fergie.
Also, Fergie's American. She has no excuse.
Yeah. Arthur Harris Ferona, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub for 36 months. Good morning. Everybody. Question about Iskan, inspired by my sister-in-law's pet lizard. Does Iskan eat his shedded skin?
No.
Ah.
He does not.
What do you mean?
I
Ew,
have-
protein
I have-
for them sometimes.
Yeah, in game, I have had him shed his skin several times, and it is usually just I don't want to say deposited. That sounds weird. But disposed of.
Deposit in your nearest skin box.
Gross.
Hand
Also, let
over
me
your skin.
Here's the video of the bunny, guys. I just sent you the video.
Bonnie.
Oh.
I thought you were taking a picture.
I took a video because he's cute.
Wait,
Look
what?
at him.
We have to
You're
wait for. Okay,
cute.
there it is.
Damn
He
it.
lives.
Oh my
he
God,
lives
it's-
underneath my neighbor's patio. So
It's still
lives
daylight
in
out there.
you.
Wow.
Wow.
What a unit.
How is it daylight at 8:30, Monty?
because I live in fucking Canada, dude.
Because
You know what?
Canada's weird, man.
That's
Your
that's
phone microphone
that's
makes it sound like you're right behind me.
fair. I know.
Yeah.
Too, and I was
Sorry.
like, oh.
Yeah.
Because
Well, it's 'cause I-
Mark.
I'm in the
Monty
walls.
ASMR.
I gotta send this to Gentle right now.
Shine Greymont, thank you for the tier 1 sub. I love the Prince Division party. Hell yeah.
Oh, hell
We love
yeah.
it too. Season 2 coming soon, we promise. Caleb Draw has 3 bits. Canadian cinnamon is just nutmeg.
Damn it!
I was actually
Confirmed.
talking to when we
Confirmed.
did our little character creation thing. I was talking about the Dragon Riders of Pern with Mozzie. It's a really good book series if you haven't. And
Yeah.
McCaffrey, if you haven't read it, super good. But this brings me to there's this thing that they have, a drink that they have called Claw, which is like described as a mix between like coffee and mocha and like a hot chocolate and. but it's,
Oh,
like, a
I
really
could use
thick
some
thing.
of that.
Yeah, that's good shit.
Aw.
Anyway, that's that you
It's good shit.
Canadian cinnamon. You kind of reminded me of like, oh, like Claw.
No, so Gordonite, I said Prince Division 2. It's coming soon, we promise. You'll get GTA 6 before you get Prince Division 2.
Oh, for sure.
But we want it. We want it real bad. Right, Monty?
Huh?
Exactly. Sarah and I were actually talking over ideas of what we could do for a season 2, and there's some stuff we could do. Monty just has to do it.
And therein
Real
lies
close.
Is everybody back?
I'm gonna post the
Think
bunny
so.
video to Twitter and Blue Sky. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm also drinking something.
That's gonna take 5 hours to upload.
Fair enough. I'll do that afterwards. All right, I'm back. We good to go? Connor?
Hi, back. I'm Monty.
Yo.
Wait.
Hi, Monty.
Hi. Connor's not here,
Hi.
so we'll have to wait.
Okay,
just-
then I'm gonna
just
keep
said you.
reading bits. Is that
He
okay?
just said he's here.
Oh, we didn't hear you.
That's-
I didn't hear you at least. Sorry.
Sometimes I can almost hear his voice.
Bosco, you're good to go?
Yep.
All right. Gaijin, you're good to go?
Eh.
Oh, I'm echoing.
Huh?
Huh?
I was echoing through someone's headphones, I think.
Impossible.
Gaijin, good to
Yeah.
go?
Yeah.
Mark, good to go?
Yes.
Zitto, good to go? Jonah, good to go?
Fueled.
All right, let's jump back into it.
Come.
As the Dust Hulk disappears on a current of winds, Kai and Gaius, you alone awake in this moment.
I'm going to burn the spell slot, but Kai would have cast Comprehend Languages when this thing started talking, just so he could get all that information with Gaius. Gaius, you alright?
He's not paying attention to you. He actually like mutters to himself. Fomorian's not a slur?
Huh?
How much did you hear? He like turns and looks at you seriously.
All of it? He kind of like makes the spell sigil with his hands.
Gaius looks so bitter right now. He actually like looks down at his hands and he like balls his hands into a fist and he just looks so frustrated.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I was just curious. I thought maybe if I knew something, I could help.
No, it's... Apparently I learned there's more to it than what I originally thought. If you heard the whole conversation, then you know, obviously I have a somewhat of a new destination in mind, but...
The Ice Spire?
Aye, the Ice Spire, and the... What was the guy's name again, Monty? I apologize.
Tamor, I believe.
Tamor.
Tamor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the person at the Ice Spire.
That would have been Jarl Alfer.
Jarl Alfer. I have to seek out this Jarl Alfer, but... What does the word Fomorian mean to you, if anything?
Monty, with his extensive history, does that
Arcana
matter?
check.
Arcana? Okay. Fuck me, 8.
No idea. You've never heard of a Fomorian before?
Is that like a person? Is it a race? Sorry.
A mixture of Fey and Giant by blood. Typically a monster.
Is it like an offspring of both?
A union in some way, yes, but... Monty, just a quick aside real quick before I continue this.
Yeah.
For Fomorians, based on like typical lore of them, is that A, something Gaius knows, and B, is that apparent in this world?
What specifically?
what
Sorry,
they're...
I was reading. I apologize. What specifically?
The whole eating certain things bit.
They eat kind of anything, yeah.
Okay.
Also, Monty, you might want to check wall 5 for the rolls real quick.
Oh, great.
You know how for most creatures like vampirism that ghouls are the mortal form of those that eat the flesh of others?
Yeah, why?
Fomorian is that giants that eat Fey. And they are the blood union of both of those things. Have you ever stopped to wonder why every other satyr we've ever come across isn't the same coloration as me?
Is that what he meant by blood of the Fomorian?
Aye. At least that's the negative way of looking at it. But to hear that there's an uncursed side of it, that just, while it pains me to use that word to describe myself, the fact that a giant spoke of an uncursed version, I only have more questions.
I mean, that's fair. I'm kind of curious myself. For what it's worth. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, by all means.
For what it's worth, knowing this or not, I don't really care what's in your blood. I care who you are. So,
I've never eaten someone. I as a child, I was warned that such a thing is a cursed act, and I would never do such a thing.
Yeah, because
I've been called Fomorian by those who know what my bloodline is, and that only makes me angry and obviously wants me to silence them for calling me such a cursed thing. But I've never struck anyone out of anger for knowing or saying this sort of thing. The fact that you're saying it out loud is, I'm not going to lie, giving me a lot of revulsion in my stomach.
Sorry, I'll try not to say it.
No, you won't. Gaius grabs you by the shoulder, because I need you to keep that between the both of us.
He kind of looks over at the other tens. You don't want me to...
Grips your shoulder harder. No.
All right. Ow, all right. I'm sorry.
Gaius lets go of you like with a shove and looks around, looks at himself. It's going to have to be spoken of, especially if you're going to meet my family. There's no way I can dance around it any longer, but remember when I told you there was an oath I had to keep between me and my family?
Yeah?
I feel like I just broke it by saying any of this to you.
You didn't tell me anything. I listened in.
That's what has me concerned. I've been of this mindset that this knowledge being spoken outside of anywhere is just abating and pushing the curse forward, whatever curse it may be, but now there's an untainted version of what I am. How much did my dad lie to me about?
I can't help but chuckle at that. Look, sometimes people do weird stuff and we might not understand it, but maybe there's stuff about this that he didn't want you to know because he wanted to protect you. Could be anything, really.
No, that feels like that's the proper motive. I can't dissuade or be angry at my father for such a thing. Especially, Gaius stops and looks at you before saying any more of that sentence.
No, go ahead.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, God.
I'm just gonna sit here and just
7.
Nope.
Yep, fair enough.
Gaius shakes his head no at you.
Well, I won't say a word. It's your story to tell when you're ready.
No. It's not my story to tell. It'll be my father's when he has to explain it to me head on.
So you don't want to give them any heads up?
No. I don't want anyone knowing that word and uttering it in any way outside of any conversation, even if it has something to do with me or my family. I will not have such a ghoulish name be thrown around without knowing why I am this. I obviously have a lot to think about now, but Gaius, once again looks at you. Do you swear to not say anything?
I'm not going to say a word.
Gaius
On
nods.
everything we've built as friends, nothing. I'm just sorry that you have to go through this, and I can't do more.
I'll only speak on it if it becomes more apparent to everyone. For now, silence. As Gaius says that, the horn that is where the stone rune procs flares up.
As it flares up, you notice that, unlike other times, a bit of dust falls from it, too.
Gaius can't see that. Only you saw that. It's behind him.
just remember, Gaius, word or no word, you always get a choice. And I'm kind of glad I heard it, because if you're worried about any of that stuff coming to pass, I won't let it. Nothing bad's going to happen to you, and I promise you that too.
No. If it happens, I don't worry about what happens to me. I worry about the good grace of the rest of you, knowing that you're traveling around with someone like me. Especially now that we're the stewards of a fucking entire country.
Yeah, but I don't care about any of that right now. I care about you, and I'm just letting you know that I got your back. No matter what, because that's what friends do. You've stuck
One
your
more
neck out for me
persuasion.
before. Oh, boy. Can I give you an Arcana check instead? 7.
Oh,
Consistency.
wow.
I hope I fail this.
I...
Damn it!
It's fine.
Nearly the exact same rolls.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Gaius just looks at you with the most stone-cold neutral face. He just nods.
It's fine.
No. It's... As you said, it's fine, but... Let's just go back to sleep before this arouses any more suspicion from anyone else. I don't want
Kai
to
kinda
have to
gives you-
repeat myself again.
Just promise me if you need anything, you'll come talk to me in private at the very least, since it's out in the open between us.
At least from now until we see my family again,
All right. And get some rest. And Kai's actually going to walk over you, and he's...
Oh,
Huh?
he grabs before he walks past you. He grabs you by the shoulder, not hard, but just goes, "Oh, one more thing. Don't say that word in front of my grandmother. She will kill you.
Huh? What,
She
was it gonna
she will rip your soul out. I'm just telling you." Pats you on the shoulder.
I wasn't gonna say it anyway. I didn't need that to go on top of it. Oh, but before you go, and he just wraps you up in a hug.
Gaius hugs back.
Yeah! Fuck you, dice rolls. I'm still hugging my friend. So he will give you a hug, and then he'll go to bed.
All right, as you guys head back to bed. It's hard to tell when dawn arises as a turbulent storm begins.
Oh, I hate it here.
It's the worst. By the way,
However-
Zitto, good scene.
Very
scene,
good
yeah.
scene, you two. Very good scene. A southerly wind once again presents itself.
We're just never gonna.
Suddenly, yeah.
We're never gonna
It's
go
fine.
where we want to go.
Is there
We're
any
grinding it out.
flying in a storm like this that would help or make it easier?
Would what, sorry?
Is there any protocol for flying in a storm like this that would help or make it any easier on the Dragonales?
Not really. Just don't lose each other is the best advice.
All right. I pack up the tents and try and shake off all the pooled water and pack them as watertight as possible amid the lightning, the pellets of rain.
Yeah, like the moment you step out of that tent, you are drenched instantly.
Yeah. I mount up. I'm gonna ride Brine in this just because he's a little easier to control, I would imagine, in the wind because he's just so big.
I thought.
Sure.
And then
I thought. Yeah, you mean Chaparral?
Yeah,
Chaparral's
Brian is the thinner
chunks.
one, the smaller one.
wait, right? It really?
Chaparral's the thick boy, yeah. Brian is the female dragonelle that's thinner.
Well, then I've mixed them up the entire time. Yes. Okay. Other way around then.
Alright, you're on Chaparral then. Do we want to just stick with the same flights? Or
Yeah, I'm
do
good
we
with
wanna...
that.
We have
good
Gaius,
with the same.
Otho, and Kai on Brian. We have Halva, Milo, and Escan on Chaparral.
Yeah.
Alright. As you guys dismount and begin to fly, it is like... Have you ever been to like a not really a water park, but like a pool where they have like the Like they have like the walls where like water is spilling out
Yeah,
of
yeah.
like fonts.
Oh, it's the tide pool or the lazy river.
Like not a lazy river, but like you know, like they'll have like things for kids where it's like walls where like water is raining down on them.
Oh!
You know the water.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
water
yeah,
mushrooms and stuff like that. Yeah, imagine that, but it's like completely in your face the whole time. Like you are getting just blasted with water the whole time as you are flying through this storm. It is also incredibly like turbulent as well. For all of you on the back, it is like being on a tiny plane in the worst windstorm of your life. It is like you are dipping your stomach, like you're feeling like nauseous flying in this. My question is, what direction are you flying? You have a southerly wind?
I say we. I'm almost tempted to take the hit and fly directly east.
Directly east.
Yeah.
Do we have any idea of like how far away we are still?
You're still a little bit far. Halva, you don't really use a map, but you feel like you have at least maybe 2 or 3 days worth of travel. And you know that Astraora is like a little further north.
Okay.
So
A
like
little
looking at
further
the
north.
map, you're looking at probably like 3 days northeast at this point.
So okay, I'll scratch that, and then we'll just go northeast. How far do we get if we just fly northeast?
Two squares if you're going
That.
northeast, because you're half against the wind because you have the southerly wind.
Okay. Okay.
So you can go either
Alright.
3 directly east, or you can go 2 northeast.
We'll go 2 northeast.
All right. So take you back to where you were. So put your vessels back there, and then you're moving up northeast. You're gonna move right here.
There we go. Okay.
All right. As you are flying in this turbulent storm, I would like everyone to roll perception checks with disadvantage.
Yay!
Can I look
Son of a
through,
bitch!
oh my
Hey,
god.
14 both ways. Let's go.
That's rough.
7.
Can I look through Wark's eyes to negate that?
No,
Since he has stone eyes?
it affects
Damn it.
everybody.
Damn
It's because
it.
of the rain and the sound of the thunder. It's just blocking out noises, and you can't see shit.
I still got a 17.
Damn, nice.
Kai can see everything this session.
10.
10. As you are all flying, it is like that type of thunderstorm that's like everything is like dark, essentially. You can only really see the pillars ahead of you just from the flashes of thunder, this blue light that strikes across. What'd everybody get? We got a 7, a 14, a 17, a 4, a 10. Did Otho? Otho hasn't rolled yet.
Actually, it's
I have not
flashes
rolled
of
yet, no.
lightning. Thunder doesn't make any light; it only makes the sound.
Got a
I'm gonna
mark.
power slam you through this computer, Mark.
That would only destroy your computer.
Oh, that's
Oh
another
my
natural
God.
20.
With disadvantage,
Disadvantage.
though, unfortunately.
Oh. That's
my
a
God.
22.
That's still really good.
It's a
Yeah!
19.
Okay.
So the
I'll
brothers are going to
just,
see
I'll
some
just
shit.
surrender. I'm not useful anymore.
1 second. Give me 2 seconds here.
That
Wait,
was
is it
almost
1
a double
second or
nat
2?
20.
Kai, Milo, and Otho, you hear, this is the best way I can describe it, a low sort of howling call. Imagine Ray Dow making its like, "Boo," like this kind of moaning call.
I'm not familiar with, what is that from?
Monty,
You're funny, Bosco.
Monty, I just
Otho,
I
sorry.
just heard. I'm sorry. I just heard Beelzebub's theme rise up.
right?
Oh no!
Otho, with a natural 20, your feline-like senses immediately alert you to danger. As you immediately find the source of the sound and look directly above you. And you see the source of the storm. A massive pterodactyl
Huh?
made entirely out of electric blue light
What the
flying
fucking raid
through
out?
the air, letting out a cry as lightning snaps. Also, I'm echoing through someone's headphones. As lightning snaps and crackles around you, you see a massive dinosaur made out of elemental lightning. And as lightning crackles, you all find yourselves in the center of this maelstrom, and its eyes turn down to you. And as it lets out another roar, that is where we're going to end the session for tonight.
Oh no!
Oh.
The sombra.
Monty, I
Let
have a
me-
very important
Let
question.
me show you what you're looking at real fast.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
I
It
would
has
like
art.
to see.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
we are in danger.
Oh, great! We're in danger.
Oh.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah,
Oh,
brother
my-
lightning bird. Let's
What do
go.
you think he's saying to that other pterodactyl?
I know, its mouth is
Hey!
enormous.
I thought
flying
his wing.
here.
What's up down there?
I thought his wing was a laser beam coming out of his mouth.
That's fair. That's fair. I can see why you would see that.
Shooping the whoop.
Here's the actual art. I'll share it privately with you guys.
Okay, we gotta.
Yeah.
I don't know. What if this thing's like a god or something, and we fuck it up, and it?
It's
Then
not.
we're
People
fucking up
mad.
a god. Also, there are no gods.
Well,
And with that,
you know,
that's
we
the
worship
session,
like a god.
guys.
Keep telling yourself that while adventuring with an Azamar, man.
Dude,
I
that's
have
gotta-
been
that
for
thing's
Monty,
gotta
I
melt.
do have an important
episodes.
question. I do have an important question.
Yeah.
What would I need to do to turn into this thing?
Level up. That's what the fuck you need to do.
Well, there isn't a number of levels in this game that would let me turn into this thing.
There are, but you haven't hit them.
No, I literally can't. At max level, I can't transform into anything higher than CR1.
Only got a mouth like a
I
fucking
think that's so
flatbed truck.
bogus, dude.
I'm gonna take you guys back
Jonah!
to your format.
Wow.
What did Jonah do?
He said, "Homie got a mouth like a flatbed truck."
Yeah.
God damn it. Sorry for the shorter session today. Apologies,
No, it's
Jack.
I mean,
but
we're right at time. It's 9 o'clock.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Man,
Actually,
But-
ended on time for once.
I wish it
Yeah.
was 9 o'clock here.
Also, Monty, I have a very important question. Is this thing tempered or not?
I'm gonna find out next session. I think.
Let's go.
what's the
Well, I'm open
percentage
up
for the
some-
gem?
I'm gonna open up a tempered
I
wound on this
wounded it,
motherfucker's
and
ass.
it's blue.
Someone cut the
I'm
tail.
pretty sure it's so it's
I
a
got my dual
dragon
swords
type thing.
ready to
so
go.
it's- if it does lightning and dragon, it's probably weak to dragon.
Also,
Okay.
Jonah, I will say this: Halva's never seen this shit before.
Obviously.
It's
This is
just
like-
your common household storm pterodactyl.
You know what? It's you guys. Why is it always you guys, huh? You guys are the reason. I've lived here for 10 years. Ain't never seen this shit. You show up.
I don't
Suddenly we
like the
got
way you
Thunderbird.
said
Hey,
you
hold on.
guys.
It's time to get
It's
good,
almost
scrub.
like we're the main characters or something.
Nah, that doesn't make sense.
No, this is a fun session. You guys rolled some interesting encounters.
That was
today.
No,
I like your
Thank,
theme.
thank you for
fun.
letting me like play around with the. What I just said. When I said roll a persuasion check, I just looked at Monty like, am I okay to do this? Am I overstepping?
As long as the roleplay participants consent to it, I'm fine with it. Like that's.
I
you know.
figured Bosco wouldn't care.
I
but
love
I'm just
it.
Like, oh.
I love it
Nope.
when you guys are like, roll this check, and I'm just like, I don't need to DM. I'm just gonna sit back right now and just enjoy.
Yeah,
You
just
know?
chill.
I'm just gonna chill. Oh.
Well, the good news
man.
is you all will not really, well, obviously distances and stuff are important, but nobody will fall with their full weight into the boiling ocean. So that's good.
Hooray.
I hope so.
Yes, I am looking forward to the 1,200-foot drop at quarter speed.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Just looking at the watch.
Great.
Bury me on Kiss
I've
Freak
been
Spire.
falling for 30 minutes.
Oh, fucking solid reference.
Like for 30 minutes.
Great reference. Gaijin Goombah, let's kick this off by going around the horn and getting you out of here. What are you up to? What are you doing?
Twitch.tv/Gaijin Goombah every Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, 6 p.m. U.S. Central Time to 8. Except tomorrow, we're doing an extra stream because Doom Eternal, or not Eternal, I'm tired. Doom Dark Age came out. It is officially in my top 5 of best games ever. I am streaming it all week. We're actually about a third through it right now, and it's just been absolutely phenomenally good. New Orky video dropped on the Orky channel, talking about tank busters, talking about their lore, talking about how to use them on the tabletop. They're very broken right now. Working on a new culture analysis video. Hey, do you ever miss those Zelda videos I did? Well, I'm doing one now, and we're talking about the Gossip Stones of all things, and how they're so unbelievably Irish. It's insane. So yeah, it's a lot going on over here, so be sure to check all that out. Okay, sweet.
Fantastimundo. Mark Allen Jr., same thing.
Yeah, you can find me on Blue Sky at Mark Allen Jr. here on Twitch at Aeon Protect Gaming, where on tomorrow, maybe, allegedly, I may be doing just a fun casual stream. I found a game where you play as a new Pokemon gym leader, and you have to rebuild the town around your gym. It's super cute and quaint, and I thought it was kind of cute. And I happen to maybe have a spare evening tomorrow night, so I'll be hopping on to play some of that on my channel. Come on by. It'll be chill. And if you don't come for that, come on by on Sunday. Got my 3-hour music challenge stream. Spin a genre wheel. We've got 3 hours to make a song in that genre. And I say we. Anyone is allowed to participate. You can play any instrument ever made, ever, and just make something and send it my way. I'll play it on stream. It'll be great. Last week we had hardcore. I'm hoping for some drum and bass this week because we haven't done drum and bass in a while. But we are at the whims of the wheel. So come on by. That should be fun. Other than that, check me out on Connor's channel on Tuesday for Vecna Eve of Ruin. And yeah, that's all I got.
Hell yeah. I'm going to say it again, but Zitto, amazing scene. Thank you for that. Where can they find you and what are you up to?
Oh, you can find me over at twitch.tv/Zitto, where I will be doing a bunch of indie games on Friday. I'll be doing more commission works. If you guys get me to a level 5 hype train during any of my art streams, I have to draw chat their own OC and then raffle it off. So you get a free... Yeah, chat gets a free character design from me if they get me to level 5. One person in chat does, I should say. Beyond that, Bout Cart is nearing the end of its audition phase for Pack 3. If you check out my Blue Sky over at Zitto is Nito, it's the pinned message. However, I'll just go ahead and post it in chat. For anyone who wants to voice act little funny characters in a cart game where they all yell at each other for passing each other and throwing red shells at each other, check it out. You could, because at the end of Pack 3's final pick of characters, and once Pack 2 is done, I'm gonna be pivoting most of my work over back to finishing the comic, because then I would like to get the voice actors to come in and dub the comic, so I can prove that it's sort of like a pseudo animatic, but also finally get the comic underway. Paid issue 1 will be free, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna be doing with issue 2 going on, because we still have 3 more out of the 4 main characters to introduce.
Heck yeah. And then let's kick it over to our special guest, Jonah Scott. Hit him with those details.
Hey guys, guess what? I'm Jonah Scott. I'm a voice actor, but I'm also a VTuber. Check me out, twitch.tv/Alpha Anarchy. Check out my VTuber's music, because he's a rock star. And we have a 10-song album out right now. We're going to get another album out by the end of this year. It's going to feature our Radio Ready single, Shower Song. We're good except for that. We're doing a music video and a couple of other things too. Got a graphic novel coming. And tomorrow, I will be live tomorrow night with a game. I think it's on the schedule at some point, but I forgot what I said I was going to play. And if I play 10 minutes of Doom tonight and really like it, then we're going to play Doom. And then Friday, we have Shadows of Revelda. The party just defeated a Pit Fiend. But the thing about Pit Fiends is they don't really die if they don't die where they're from. So they might get sucked into hell. Who knows? Hope they roll good. Come see Friday. We'll find out.
Let's go. Fan freaking tasted. Montgomery Glue, what are you
Hi.
up to?
So much stuff. I'm very busy with streaming. I hope you guys come and check stuff out. Tomorrow will be Dungeon of the Mad Mage. They just exploded a mummy in like 2 turns. It was vulnerable to fire. They have a sorcerer and a wizard. It was dead before they even arrived.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was prime bullying. Friday will be Final Fantasy XIV Hildebrand, Heavensward Hildebrand. We're halfway through it, so we have the other half left. Saturday, new stream has started. Myself and my good friend Shay are going through Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy. We are playing the whole trilogy. We're not gonna be a weakling and just play the first game and be like, okay, we're done. No, we're going through the whole trilogy. We need to go through the whole trilogy. It's so good. The first part of that should be up on my YouTube hopefully pretty soon. I'm just waiting to get some thumbnails. I may just upload it and then add the thumbnails later. And then Sunday is my day off. Leave me alone. Monday, you can catch me over at Narrative Declaration at noon Pacific Standard Time, where I am playing Rust Henge. I am playing Gravy Berkman, a Shuni rogue. And it's a great time. I'm having a blast playing with Joe Cat again and with Froggy Lock and Cabal. They're really, really fun. And then Monday evening, speaking of fun, I'm over at Xanalis Grimm's channel where I play as Kuro the Tiefling monk. We just leveled up, which I'm very excited about. And we had like a big fight and it was a lot of fun. That's in the evening. And then Tuesday, you can catch me over at Connor's channel for Vecna Eve of Ruin, where I play as Os the Goliath Paladin. And then in the evening, we have bi-weekly Keys from the Golden Vault. A player died, or not a player, but a character died, and it was crazy last session. And then Wednesday, I'm here.
Excelente. And that brings it around to me. You can find me at Ed Bosco via on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and right here on twitch.tv/Edward Bosco. Tomorrow, we're starting Metal Gear Solid 3. It's going to be fun. Really enjoy that game. Friday is going to be some more wrestling. Saturday is nothing because Gateway's on and there's no more Baldur's Gate. So go watch the finale if you missed it. Sunday is the Lord's Day. Please let me rest. Monday will be Stalwart Souls and Lost Judgment. Tuesday will be some Vecna Eve of Ruin, I hope, if I don't screw it up. Followed directly by some Monster Hunter Wilds because we up in this bitch trying to get to level 100. Come check it out. And then Wednesday, God willing, we'll be right back here. And last but certainly not least, our host extraordinaire, Connor McKinley. Take it away to the finale.
It's me. I did the hosting. They can find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Tumblr, Blue Sky, at Distortion Devil, Instagram at Connor McKinley VA. You can find all my TTRPG shenanigans over at youtube.com/Devils and Dice Rolls and patreon.com/Devils and Dice Rolls, where session 0 of a new campaign, Cazador's Guide to the Cosmos, just released. We'll be joined by one Tix Dixel and also Xanalis Grimm, as myself and Therapod Art are guided by DM Amusing Thalia through the cosmos of the Forgotten Realms. Yes. I think that's all I got, basically. This episode was brought to you in part by Dire Dice. Die Hard Dice is, as always, your one-stop shop for dice and dice accessories. And if you don't know to dieharddice.com, you can use the code Unexpectables. Save 10% on your order when you shop at dieharddice.com. As well, check out our merch store. We've got all sorts of fantastic designs that can turn into basically any sort of product that you would like to wear or wield, like a coffee mug or water bottle or a shirt even. We also couldn't do this week in, week out without bits and subs from viewers like you. And where do we leave off on these?
I believe it was Faye Raven.
It was Faye Raven, and I believe they had like 100 or 200 bits dropped, and it was actually about Zito's game is how they started it.
I see it. Mikon Pachi, thank you for the 10 bits.
No, I didn't read it. I'm so sorry.
Oh, then Faye Raven, thank you for the 100 bits. Zito, I tried for Rado, 9 lives, Pawn M, and Rappy. And 9 is the only one I don't feel like I did a good job as.
That's okay.
I thought I didn't have a good enough voice to do a female and feel comfy, but sadly, dysphoria.
The fun
Hey.
part is that Zitto gets to decide if you did good or not.
Yeah, so I'm happy that you decided to even want to like do it in the first place.
You're also
For the
auditioning for sentient animals.
Yeah, so
Never count yourself out, y'all.
yeah, and I actually like made a lot of the characters like very versatile when it comes to voices. Like Rappy is actually like, because slugs are, you know, hermaphroditic in nature, banana slugs are hermaphroditic in nature. I just went, who cares? Male, female, doesn't matter. Just give me what you think they sound like.
And delicious.
I think we should move on.
Yummers. Mikan Pachi, thank you for the 10 bits. Mark, can Escan grow his tail if it's cut off?
I hope we don't have to find out in the next battle.
Darn.
The giant,
Also, totally
like,
unrelated question. How meaty is a lizard tail?
Depends on the lizard.
It does depend on the lizard. Zenlita, thank you for the 100 bits. Canadian cinnamon is powdered maple syrup.
not everything Canadian is maple syrup.
How do we know this?
True.
Yeah, we're
Sometimes it's hockey.
It's hockey flavored.
Thank you, Connor.
Mm. Skyender, thank you for the 100 bits. Monty, you're explaining the pillars like some type of collapsed Underdark.
I'm not saying nothing.
Looks at the camera.
Tight lip.
Lasame the Coffee Bot, thank you for the 37 bits. It was, as a Washington citizen, I feel offended. The rain is lovely. I think that was it. I also like the rain.
Yeah, I like the rain too.
You know, I bless the rains down in Africa.
The things I'd ever had.
A lot dragging me away from you.
That's not even.
Oh, there's there's the didgeridoo. I didn't hear that at first.
There you go. Okie dokie artichoke me daddy, thank you for the 100 bits.
That always takes me out.
Title suggestion, Fomorian Dreams, Dusty Roads.
Don't
Damn.
give things away. Don't do that.
That is
It's a
incredibly
good
layered.
wrestling reference, but
It was a great wrestling reference. It is
More reason
super
not to use
spoilery.
it.
yeah.
Fucking wrestling shakes.
What?
If someone was
Whoa,
looking
come
at
in
you
here
while
and
you
say,
were typing
fuck your
this,
hobbies. How could you?
if someone was looking at you while you were typing that, they would call you a hard-working man. He's got enough on his plate, and he wouldn't even know what to do.
Monty's okay with writing actual like fighting game formulas for titles, but wrestling references, that crosses the line.
That's the line.
That's
That's
the line right
trigger
there.
phrase.
I'm
wrestling.
just joking, but whatever.
I gotta
That's
tell
the
you,
line.
You artichoke me daddy with the follow-up. Now that I know the context, I'm going to retract my previous title suggestion. Skyender, thank you for the 100 bits. Title suggestion, Written in Stone.
that's
I like
That's
that.
pretty good.
I like that one.
That one's good.
Yeah,
too.
We had some
That's
good
fine.
ones during the break too. That was
Write it
Written in Stone.
down.
I got a list.
Written in stone. What was the last one's title?
So the titles that I have are Dust to Dust, Dust in the Headwind, Mr. Sandman, Ashes to Assets, The Last of Dust, Written in Stone.
I like Written in Stone a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
me
Written in
too.
Stone too.
Now, if only it were written in steel. Now, those are words you can trust.
Real Steel.
Mm-hmm.
That's real
Well,
glass.
All right.
Blackwing Hellkite, thank you for the 36 months to 3 more years.
Well, hey.
Oh, hey. Buttons23, thank you for the 200 bits. Round 2 hype train, anyone?
Oh, God.
I mean, if you want to start
We'll be
that
here
up.
for hours.
And the additional 100 bits. Congrats, you have a week to live in a fear now.
Yeah.
I'm afeared.
Cash
Amateur
me outside.
Procrastinator, thank you for the 10 bits. Electric Pterodactyl sounds like a band name.
It's a very good band name.
Yeah,
It
It
is.
is. It is.
Or a Ninja Sex Party song.
I
Also,
could see them sharing a stage at too many games with Psycho Stick.
There you go. There it is. Stellar Coyote, thank you for the 50 bits. Episode title suggestion: Dust and Lightning.
This just in. Lightning.
Mikan Pachi, thank you for the 45 bits. So crazy idea. Hear me out. Send this thing to Task Zoo.
I don't have
Pokeball
any
the
more
dust
Pokeballs.
Or dust bolt.
I think it's a little too
Throw-
big to Pokeball too.
Throw
I
the
would.
Pokeball at this thing.
If you
fucking
sent this
Alabasta.
shit to
What if we have a
Lycos'
great ball?
house, could you imagine?
If we
Monty.
get a few more badges, do you think we could handle it?
Monty,
Oh,
listen,
God.
listen. They allowed like 10-year-olds in Sun and Moon to capture an eldritch being that eclipsed the planet.
This
know, for
isn't
fun.
Pokemon.
This is Pokemon. I thought you meant.
Pokemon.
I'm sorry. I just like caught
And
that.
the
My bad.
Pokemon. Pokey in my pocket. Thank you for the 10 bits. Gotta go. Love and laughter always, friends. Yee.
Yeah.
Killer Chansey, thank you for the 10 bits. Actually, Mark, depending on if it's a beast or a monstrosity, you just might. If it's a beast, you can polymorph it after the CR level. If it's not, you can use shape change, but that would only be if you were level 17.
Those are spells. Those have nothing to do with my druidic abilities.
Yes. Also, shape change is busted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much so. The reason why I make that distinction is because I lose my mental stats and assume those of the creature I change into if I do either of those spells, as opposed to wild shape.
actually, not shape change. Shape
Okay,
change
well,
not only do you
polymorph
keep your
does.
you keep your mental stats and your class abilities in your changed form. So you can be an adult red dragon level 20 fighter.
Sick.
Yep.
Let's do it.
That's
Starry
our bet.
form lightning bird.
Starry form Thunderbird. Yes.
You want a band name? There you go.
Zen Lita, thank you for the 100 bits. Episode title: Hard F.
Nah.
Okie dokie artichoke me daddy, thank you for the 100 additional bits. Title suggestion: Stone Notion.
Oh, that's cute.
I like that.
It's like the JoJo.
Stone Ocean?
Stone Notion.
Notion.
Oh. That's cool too. I like that too.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Mikan Pachi, thank you for the 10 bits. Mark, is mayonnaise an instrument?
No,
Legally, I'm not
Patrick.
allowed to answer that question.
It's true.
I'll go to mayonnaise jail.
No,
That would
Patrick.
absolutely kill me.
We tried to ask him once, but we thought he was getting hacked.
Fucking.
Dice
sorry,
Ruler,
are we
thank you.
boring you guys?
No, I'm very tired, Mark. I get up at 5 every morning.
Well, go to bed.
Listen, we
I'm-
slept an hour early. Dice Ruler, thank you for the 10 bits. I named my orc Mort from the Prince division of the turtle of his last name Ironclaw by accident from the campaign of the Unexpectables.
Happy accident?
Thumbs up. Miss Tweedums, thank you for giving a tier 1 sub to Tix Tixel.
Hey.
Yay.
Joss for you 8. Thank you for the 5 bits. Callum Draws, thank you for the bit. Pawn, Malcart, is really cool. Osgund, thank you for the raid with party of 3. Dice Ruler, thank you for the 6 bits. When I saw the monster at the end, I started to hum the Monster Hunter theme.
Yeah.
Blackfoot Ferret, thank you for the 500 bits. Would a town named after Wark be Newark?
Oh my
That's
god.
that's a city in Jersey.
That's I think that's the. Yeah.
I know that's the joke, but why? The hate. You only go to Newark just to take planes in and out. There's nothing else
Look,
there.
They can't even do
This
that
is
right
not-
now.
This is not even a joke. Do not fly into Newark. It is
Yeah.
not okay.
Right now,
They're
definitely.
Yeah.
so short-staffed. Don't fly to Newark if you can help it.
are you walking in screaming at me?
Sorry, I thought I was muted. One of my cats came in and just started screaming.
I was like, what the fuck?
You just see Walk walking around with a pork roll and an Arizona iced tea.
That's an image.
Go away!
I don't even know if you guys can hear him. He's just being.
I heard him.
Okay.
Just for you 8, thank you for the 5 bits. Never forget the hanging tents. They also have the same for hammocks.
Yeah, if you're a crazy person.
Dice Ruler, thank you for the 8 bits. Gaius, you can't tell anyone. Kai, okay, I won't. Goes to sleep. Gaius above Kai with great axe ready to swing. You know too much.
Let's go.
I should have never cast that spell.
Gauze21, thank you for the 50 bits. Does the lightning dino scream ka-chow?
Oh my god.
Oh,
Hey guys, what's
You
going
have a
on?
little race down
Do you
there?
like my
That's-
storm?
That's pretty cool.
It's wow.
I made this
It's-
storm for you. Do you like it?
It screamed a mighty scream. Wow.
Wow.
Callum Draws, thank you for the 6 bits. Episode title Dust and Agni Tail.
Oh, I get it.
Wow.
I see what you were
that-
doing.
That's very cute.
Dust
Attempt.
and Agni
Right.
Tail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Dust
so
and
biased
Zitto.
towards that.
One of
I
us was in
know.
that game.
I'm aware.
I wonder which
Oh,
one.
that brings back so many. That was the second thing I ever did. God. I was
You're
gonna
so
say earlier
old.
during the break, all of these
First
Dust
time I
titles
heard
make
your
me
voice.
think of. Yeah, all
Yeah.
of these Dust titles made me think of Dust and Elysian Tale. The fact that you made the reference, oh man, that's so cool. Hey, somebody dropped my sword. Let's go, Blackfoot Ferret. There's Ara.
All right.
Mortalia, thank you for the 60 months. Good evening, friends. Hello.
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 Howdy.
Mikan Pachi, thank you for the 10 bits. Time traveling from the future to tell you that the episode when you go visit the ice pillar is called Stone Cold Stunner.
Oh God.
Nice.
Thanks. Also, glad to know you're still there in the future.
I'm glad to know we're still there in the future.
There you go. Zenlita, thank you for the 100 bits. Step 1, hug tie. Step 2, suplex.
tie?
No one, hug tie. Yes, Ty Borpington.
Oh, okay.
Ah!
I thought you meant Ty from Digital.
Oh no, I've also learned your secret, guys, Agni.
Grab by the face and just fucking suplex through a table.
Just
throw
belly
him
to
out
belly
the
fish
cage.
flex.
Wrestling.
Zenlita, no, I just read that one. Finally, Kill Hall 21. Thank you for the 20 bits. Jonah, thank you for the poster and the signing. I couldn't make it to the con, but I hope you liked the message.
I did.
My brother told you about. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming or for sending it.
And
All right.
that's it.
Hooray!
Who do we want to
Solid.
raid?
Let me see who.
Dawn is streaming.
Oh,
Yeah.
can we please? Please.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
I bullied them into streaming more, so they'll appreciate it.
Let me
Or they'll
Grab-
be thoroughly overwhelmed. Either way, it will be funny.
hold
I'm-
on.
I,
I
I,
gotta,
can-
I'm
I
okay
can
with
grab
that.
the name for you, Monty.
yeah, can you copy
It's-
paste the name so I can paste it? It's
Yep,
just
Sure
I got
thing.
you.
1 second. Yeah.
Oh, you got
it. Kablam.
All right, what should our raid message be?
Ashes to ashes, dust to
Dust-
dust.
I love that.
How about Dust in the Wind?
Dust in the wind also is good.
Sure,
Dust in the
Dust
Wind
in the
works.
Wind.
Should
All
we
right.
do
that?
Once we see it in chat, we will raid. Dust in the Wind.
Nice.
Oh,
And hey, just because chat also got us to more than just a level 5 hype train as we're going out.
Oh, God. Brace!
Brace.
Great.
Yeah, bud.
Me when I stub my toe.